What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to your match review for Man City 3, Chelsea 1. I am not smiling because of the result. I'm smiling because this is one of those therapy streams, once again, where the lads get together and we kind of just, if you don't laugh, you cry situations. And we kind of just, we joke, we banter, and we laugh, and then we feel better about things. But right now, it's time to focus up. Let's talk about today's match. But before we do, ladies and gents, be sure to smash up the like button if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Check out the links in the description for more content. Discord, where you'll see me go unhinged, as well as joining our memberships. We have 4 different tiers starting at 99p. The memberships help out with the channel and growth tremendously, more than you could believe. More than you could believe. And yeah, more than you could believe, today's result. Yeah, things were looking okay in the beginning of the match, and then things stopped looking okay, and Chelsea just began to capitulate. So let's get into it. Quick summary of today's match. Enzo Fernandez and Levi Colwill returned to the side. What I thought was going to be a strong back three of Reece James, Colwill, and not Chukwuemeka, sorry, Chalobah. And we see the midfield of Enzo and Caicedo with an attack of Nani, Jackson, Palmer, and Jadon Sancho. Chelsea start things off pretty quick with Pep Guardiola's side having 2 new faces in that lineup. A young Kusanov making very shaky decisions in the back, eventually leads to an error pressed on by Nicholas Jackson, who could have taken a shot, and in his situation I thought he would have, but unselfishly lays it off to Nani Madueke, who crashes into the box and gets us the lead. From there, Chelsea try to exploit Kusanov some more, try to get more errors from the back. One situation where Cole Palmer and Jackson were running towards goal. Palmer was one-on-one with the keeper. He passes it off just wide to Nicholas Jackson, who has to take a touch. Maybe you can make the argument he redirects it with his right foot into the back of the net, but he takes a touch and loses the opportunity. A very clear-cut chance that we'll go over in today's show. And Chelsea stayed quiet for that first half. Very much just doing what they did against United, giving Man City the ball, having them have possession, playing the offside trap. And City, on multiple efforts, looked like they were about to score. And eventually, on one effort, Vardiol is the one that decides he is going to be the one to carry Man City on his back. Mateus Nunes gets a pass in behind that cuts through our defense. We're playing 5 at the back at this point, by the way. Cuts through our defense. Cucurella is trying to, play the offside trap, but Nani Madueke was way on keeping Nunes onside. Cucurella does the best he can. He gets a foot on the ball. It crashes and clashes with Sanchez. The ball ends up landing in front of Vardiol's feet, and Vardiol is the one to put Man City on the map. We go 1-1 into the half. Second half, again, it's hard to say. I don't think Chelsea were really... we came out a little better. We started playing a little more, and I think as a result of just pushing forward and having our high line the way it was, in one chance where Ederson finds Erling Haaland, who is one-on-one with Chalobah. Haaland flicks it behind Chalobah to himself, essentially, forcing Robert Sanchez to come out of his goal. And I say that with a question mark because was it necessary? No. Chalobah, recovery pace, catches up to Haaland, but he gets strung up and floored by Haaland. Haaland cuts inside, sees that Robert Sanchez is out of position, and keeping his composure, just finesses it right behind the net. It was an effortless goal for Erling Haaland, probably one of his easier goals this season. And City are now up 2-1. And I think at this point, we saw Maresca did make subs, some that I just don't think would have made much of a difference considering what he has to work with. We saw in the 60th minute that Nkunku came on, didn't do much. In fact, Man City stopped making errors once Nkunku came on. More substitutes in Neto, in who else came on that was, Malo Gusto as well came on. And yeah, just not much came of it. And unfortunately, in another moment, caught in a counterattack, Erling Haaland holds up Levi Colwill. Chalobah gets attracted to the play, loses his marker, which is Phil Foden. Foden is clear one-on-one with the keeper, and he finishes it, and it's 3-1. And the result, all defensive errors from Chelsea. Every single one of them. And we're back to where we were in the preseason, where we were sitting here saying, yeah, we played well, but defensively, we made a bunch of errors which cost us the game. And I don't even know if we can say we played well, to be honest. So it's baffling to me to hear the manager say that we're better now than we were 2 months ago, to be so honest with you, because it just does not seem that way. A lot of questions to be asked, a lot of things to be said. Surfer, let's start with you, man. What's your reaction on today's match?
Of course, there are many things to determine an outcome of a match, really, They come down to two things for me, really, this match. It really does come down to two defining moments, really. And that was in the first half, where we should have gone 2-0 up.
Yeah.
I actually don't blame Jackson that much. I actually blame Palmer for not shooting.
Yeah.
Or dragging it back on his left and shooting. But his pass was awful. And Jackson actually did well to... Now, some people are going to go, well, why didn't he shoot with his left? He's not confident with his left. That's why we say why doesn't Palmer shoot with his right?
Yeah, actually, I'll pull it up for you right now, Surfer, because I actually have the footage.
And then...
This is the play Surfer's referring to.
Here we go.
10 minutes into the match, by the way.
Why is he... See, this is the thing, right? Why isn't he driving... Why isn't he going inward now with the ball onto his left? So he goes actually across the defender. So the defender then has only one choice but to foul him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why isn't he doing that? That's what he should be doing.
Maybe.
What?
Experience? Like you said, why did he...
No. It's nothing to do with experience.
Maybe it's just experience. I don't know, really, to be honest.
I don't know why he doesn't do that. So that's one. The second one is obviously was made before the kickoff even took place, and that was to continue with Sanchez in goal. As soon as you do that, you automatically put your team down to 10 men right there and then. I have no idea why he's even out this far in goal, right? Because as a goalkeeper, why would you go out off your line and go towards the ball when the defender's in a foot race with the striker to begin with?
Oh, you mean Haaland, yeah.
Well, who else do you think I meant?
No, I'm sorry, because I was looking at the clip. I thought you still on about that.
Sorry.
That's my fault.
So those are the two defining moments for me. Another thing, not a defining moment, but told us that Nkunku is not a 9, and you bring him on again to play the 9. Why? And this isn't a Maresca out thing, by the way, because we have to strike balance and understand we are still dealing with an inexperienced coach.
Yep.
Yeah, we're still dealing with an inexperienced coach. You have to say that, but it's not an experience to continue with Sanchez. Okay, I don't care what they say about 5 errors leading to goals. He's just lucky he's not been punished more. Okay, he's absolutely lucky he's not been punished more. On the opening day of the season against City, he shouldn't have allowed Kovacic's goal to go in. The Curtis Jones goal away at Liverpool didn't come off the line. Even against Wolves, the goal in the first half where he looped a pass out or something. There's everything. Even today, he was just kicking. The second half, he just kicked the ball away for no reason, gave it to City, and Chalobah's like that with his arms like going, "What are you doing?" like that.
I almost gave the ball to Haaland.
And I put it in our
first
group
half
chat.
too.
I put it in a group chat. Look at Enzo Fernandez's reaction when Haaland scores that goal.
Oh, really?
Enzo turned around and just walked away and just like rubbing his head, going, "What?" Because I don't care if Haaland beats Caliber to that ball. Haaland's not doing anything if the goalkeeper is on his line.
Mm-hmm.
He's not doing anything there. And as bad as we played in the second half, I don't think City were doing anything to us.
No.
You know, I had that shot that Sanchez said, but I don't think they would have gone and scored another one, in my opinion. This is the defining moment. So you listen, and he came out tonight and said, "Oh, we'll see about a reaction, the paraphrase and stuff like that." I don't need to see a reaction. He's going to cost you. He's going to cost you top 4. This guy, okay, and he's going to cost you it. And it didn't cost us before because we were playing well and we were bagging goals. The reason the Brighton game at home's not bought up that much, where he gave away 2 goals, is because Palmer bailed him out. With other games, people have bailed him out. Really, against Wolves, it's not really talked about because we won. Do you know what I mean? But it's going to cost you. You play with 10 men. That's why I can't feel comfortable when we go 2-1 up against the side and need a 3rd goal. I shouldn't feel like that at home to Wolves. I should be comfortable winning 2-1 at home to Wolves. His distribution stinks. Again, that's on Maresca though. Why are you asking him to boot it up to Hobbits up front? I don't understand. Why are you asking him to build it to Madueke and Neto or Sancho or whoever? Head it on to who? That's not us. We're not built for that. That's not what the team's not physically built for that. Okay? It's just not built for that whatsoever. There's no reason for Sanchez to be there. What in his mind? What goalkeeping coach says to a goalkeeper when you see your defender in a foot race with a striker out wide for you to start going towards them and then change your mind? Who does that? That's not goalkeeper instincts.
I think that's just his instincts, and he hesitated.
His instincts stink.
The whole crew is
They do.
Instincts stink here.
He.
Hang on, let me just roll with this. I would just say, he's arguably the worst goalkeeper I've ever seen, and I've seen more goalkeepers than you guys. Okay?
That's true.
I said that.
Worse than Kepa.
I said that. I said he's the worst.
750.
How bad do you have to be worse than Kepa?
Like that, man.
Dude, I literally don't know. I literally said
need a
he is
beer.
the worst
I'll be
keeper
back.
I've ever seen. He's the worst keeper I've ever seen. Point blank. Period. I don't think I've seen a keeper worse than him ever. Even in the
I didn't rate
man.
Hilario. I didn't rate Hilario that much. He's worse than Hilario.
Yes.
I would rather have Mark Bosnich on coke rather than this guy in goal.
Mark Schwartzer's better than this guy.
Shout out Schwarzer. No, we gotta be hating. Schwarzer was more than decent for us.
You know, hold up. You know
Peter
how
Cech in Bakum's better than this guy.
Peter Cech, pull up Peter Cech right now at this age.
I'll take Peter Cech right now. I'll take
right
him.
now.
Yeah.
Begovic on the bench for Everton is better right now. Begovic on the bench for Everton is
Who's our
better.
women's goalie? Who's our women's goalkeeper?
I don't know.
You know what it is? Hold up. You know what it is? You know what it is, Andrew? You know how keepers are supposed to close down angles? He creates new angles for people to shoot to. He's creating angles, bro. Do you understand how infuriating this is?
Look at that picture, right?
He gave the biggest angle.
If you move Sanchez back to his line, who's Haaland passing to and where is he going?
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Hold up. Based on this still image, you would assume that Sanchez has directly passed it to Haaland because there's no other reason for him to be where he is right now in the box. Zero. Like, it's insane.
I just want to say, I agree. It's on Maresca. But I've said this on Ahmed's channel. I think this comes to a bigger point of the sporting directors as well. And I think this game,
100%.
This game,
100%.
This game was their magnum opus, their quote unquote masterpiece of everything they've done at this football club since day dot. Like, this is the culmination of everything. The reason we have Sanchez in goal is because the guy you got to back him up isn't definitively better. He's definitely better, don't get it wrong. But the fact is that we have to have this debate and we have to have this question mark with Sanchez, because instead of going and getting someone who is of a level that can start every week, you got Jorgensen. No disrespect to Jorgensen. He is not the guy that we are banking on, even if he starts.
Yep.
And it's more than that as well. Let's just go through the team. Defensively, it's still a problem. How is our best centre back the guy who spent 6 months on loan at Palace? And the fact that he's our best centre back is an issue, as you saw today, because he still has an error in him. I love Chalobah, but he still has an error in him, and he's our best centre back. Then you go in midfield. Only issue I have in midfield today, didn't really control the game. Outside, I don't really have a problem. Then let's talk about the attack. Let's talk about the attack. Bro. We have one striker in the whole team. I don't count Hugh. He's played 400 minutes of league football since he's or it's probably less than that. We've got Jackson, who until I found out yesterday, and I said this on Armour's channel, has never played in an academy. So he's like 3 years behind on his development. He's our starting striker. And you have no one who can come off the bench to make a difference. We swapped him for Nkunku and got worse. Somehow we got worse. And then if it's not Jackson scoring, you have to rely on a winger. And the only winger that scores is Noni, who no one rates.
And is inconsistent.
Like, as I said, this is the culmination. This game was the culmination of everything these sporting directors have done since they've been here. They have failed miserably to reinforce this squad in a way that makes sense. We still need 4 or 5 players because the players that are in the positions are shit. And we've spent about $1 billion.
More than $1 billion.
So if I may, because I'm gonna have
to add on to
they've loaned out better
Scott's
players.
point. Just to add on to Scott's point.
Oh, Petrovic.
Don't get me started on Petrovic, bro.
Okay,
Petrovic saved Strasbourg today. He saved them today, bro.
Thank you for bringing that up. And this is going on to what Scott's point was, right? With Scott's point, I think these recent games, this one especially, is an eye opener to me in the sense that this whole idea of yes man, yes man, yes man. Okay, whatever. Everyone's gonna be a yes man to an extent. I think the plan last season was never for Petrovic to replace Sanchez. And as a result, I think that rubbed the directors the wrong way. And the reason Maresca is answering it the way he's answering is I think his hands are tied in the sense that the sporting directors want you to play Sanchez. The sporting directors want you to make this player look good so we can flip him for profit or whatever the fuck reason. We're going to get rid of Petrovic. We're going to give you a Jorgensen who, in my opinion, is he much better? He probably is, but not by much. He's not the answer. We still need a goalkeeper. It's infuriating because it's so clear and obvious to all of us, and even Maresca, that this guy is a liability. But he persists with him. Ahmed, continue.
Yeah,
on.
so basically, because I've got to leave in a few minutes. But I just think, there's a saying that we have in Somalia, right, which is what that means, is the person that goes crazy on a Friday, you see the signs on a Thursday, right? And the thing is, today's result, the last few results that we've seen, they're not nothing new. We've known what these issues are in the sense that we know what Sanchez is about. Sadly, whether you want to admit or not, we know what Sanchez is, we know what he is, and the reality is we still keep on playing him, right? And we know what's gonna happen with a guy like him at the end of the day, right? I think we all agree on that. You then look at the other front, you've got a striker who's sadly low on confidence, right? He's not scored in his last 6 games before this game, right? He's not really coming in with that, that energy, of that strength that we probably need from him in a key game, right? That doesn't help you out as well. You've then got a guy like Madueke who is too nonchalant at times, but is somehow getting you a goal as well. Palmer today, for example, I don't know, man. This Palmer, bro, the last 3 games, he's just been subpar. I think we just need to be honest about the fact that Palmer in the last 3 games has just been pretty much a subpar. There's no other way really to put it. He may pop up once or twice, but for the overall game, he's been pretty much, I would say, subpar. Sancho, honestly, out of all of our attacking players, for me, Sancho probably looks the best in the sense that whenever he's on the ball, he looks the brightest. He looks like the one that's actually trying to make something happen, right? But we somehow decided just to take him off for Neto, which even though I knew the reason why he probably did that was because Madueke scored. But even if he scored, you still had a performance of Madueke. You should have well and truly been off. Even, today, I look at our centre-backs. Levi Colwell was not great today. You know what I mean?
Fuck Colwell.
You know what I mean? He was just not great today. I really feel sorry for Ku Correa in the sense that, he probably, again, is probably the best out of them. Out the back.
Shift today.
Yeah, Chalobah was decent, I'd probably say, but again, there were times early, that's what I'll probably say about him. And then the final, and Reece James, man, he put in a solid performance. Although yes, he got beaten by Mamosh every once or twice, but again, that's common.
I felt like he dealt with him pretty good actually.
But that's why I said it's common, right? But he did his job at the end of it. But I think for me, we know what the issues are. We know what the problems are. We know, and I think the worry for me is that the other teams now around us are picking up form when we're losing our form, right? Particularly when we're going into a top 4, we're trying to get a top 4 this season, right? And for me, it becomes a problem of I'm hearing Garnacho's the answer to this question. Matthias Tell is the answer to the question.
Please, let's not bring it to the transfer window.
No.
Please,
we need to
focus on the game.
No. Because this is about the game.
The transfer window pertains, this game pertains to the transfer window.
Yes, it does. Because, I'm looking at who we're targeting, Marshall, and I'm looking at the way we're playing. With these guys ain't adding to it, bro. These guys, I'm even including the other guy that we're trying to sign, right? They don't add to it, bro. Right now, we know what we need. And I think for me, I understand goalkeeper's not going to happen. I understand striker's not going to happen. But I just look at it and I'm like, we are just targeting the wrong people when we should be actually going for the right people. But at the end of the day,
I disagree with the Tell one, in my opinion. Just because he gives the aerial option. And I'm sorry, you said Sancho played well. I got so frustrated with Sancho. I'm sorry. He is keep the ball FC and none of the risk taking.
But hold on, let's rewind a little bit before we continue on. Almost 80 of you guys are here watching, and I only see 15 likes. That is shambolic. That is as bad of a performance as what we saw on the pitch. So, you guys, if you're on here, it costs you absolutely nothing. If you're here you want to enjoy the content, at least show some gratitude by smashing that like button, please. Because today, as you can tell, I'm not in the best of moods right now. This is not how I wanted to start my day, and I have to go on a stream later, and I have to talk about how disastrous this performance was. But one thing I do want to add, and this is a question for the overall panel, because this is my observation on it. Today's game, I think there's a lot to put onus on Maresca. Because for me, in that first half,
these boys,
I do not understand. I genuinely do not understand why you go 1-0 up and all of a sudden, with the defense that you have and the milk and cereal that RSM is eating, how it looked like milk and cereal. I'm sorry.
It's Aros Chaufa, bro.
Oh, damn. Lucky
good,
you.
Bro.
Lucky you. But with the defense that we have, how you decide I'm going to sit back, park the bus, play an offside trap, and just try to, play counterattacking football. Which we didn't really have that many chances, to be honest. So I can't really put too much onus.
He didn't. We didn't go 1-0 up, and he didn't. No. Let's be fair. We didn't go 1-0 up, and he decided to do that. That's not true.
We had chances.
We went 1-0 up, and we could have gone 2-0 up. We were pressing high.
Our chances came from the errors that we forced him to make.
Yeah, but that's attacking though. That's high pressing.
Hang on. Every chance is an error of something, whether it's an error of not marking or closing down or anything like that.
We pressed them high.
First goal was an error, sure, but you have to capitalize on the error. It wasn't right away we went to parking the bus and stuff like that.
Look at this. We had such big chances.
It wasn't even parking the bus. I just think we took our foot off the pressing gas, so to speak, from about half an hour onwards. That's what we did.
Have possession. Yeah.
It was Nico. It was Nico Jackson.
What was worse was when we got possession, we didn't outside of the first 20 minutes when we got those couple of chances. When we got the ball, we didn't counterattack. That's the easiest way to get a City, is to do what they did to us. Is you hit them in transition. That's how they get caught.
And that was supposedly how we were good too. We were really good in transition at one point in the season. What the hell happened?
Even I said the first 20 minutes we were good, and then we took said, we took the foot off the gas for whatever reason, whether it was the players, Maresca, both, whatever. We took our foot off the gas. we still played a high line, but the front line just dropped. So we were just congested in the middle, and yet had no control of the midfield.
It was just balls over the top. We give them so much time and space to do balls over the top. And you know what? And you know what it is? And this is why I was infuriated with Jackson, because you know, in Maresca's system, the person who leads the press is Jackson. When he presses, everybody goes with him. He initiates the press. After a certain point, Jackson started jogging and pointing. When you look at the first goal, you see Jackson jog and point. Brother, go press. Brother, go press. What are we doing here? You're giving a team that is known for being good on the ball time on the ball. What are we doing here?
And I want
the first 20 minutes, bro, we were pressing the socks out of them, and that's where we were getting the chances and the errors. And then even later on in the game,
Kuzminov gets the error. Kuzminov was rattled.
And this is the thing, yeah. And this is the thing, in transition and in counterattacks, I think we're still good. Do you know the difference is? Today, I saw my leading striker get a transition attack, get into the box, and slip while he's shooting. What do you want me to do with that? Like, I can't blame anybody else other than the 9, bro. The whole point of transition play is it's going to end up to the 9.
He was slipping all game. I was like, bro talk to Cucurella. Get the fucking other boots.
Bro,
I don't know what the hell you gotta do. Stop slipping.
Marshall, he's mentally cooked. It's over. He needs to hold bench for a bit. But we left him with nobody else.
So I'll say before you go, Scott, I do want to hear what you want to say, but just real quick, because I do want to read the super chat, obviously. TM127, thank you for the $10 super chat. Scott and Ahmed are right. How are you watching this team and not thinking of recalling both mid and go after a striker, goalkeeper, and center back? Realistically, it's not going to happen in January, but okay. These SCs are criminal, and Clear Lake is even worse than them. Go ahead, Scott.
I was just going to say, this ultimately again comes back to the sporting director of the transfer window. Like, the fact that Jackson's like the only striker we've got, and then he brings in Kunku on at striker because he's the only option, and he's worse because he doesn't give you any of the good stuff, even though Jackson didn't really have any of that today, and he presses even worse. Like, he had like one touch, I think, that I saw him have in 30 minutes of play, and it went out for a throw-in for
his mind's at Bayern, bro. That brother's in Munich.
And stop playing.
That brother's in Munich, bro.
That brother's in Munich. Or better yet, go and get a striker, because it keeps coming back to the fucking window. There is an argument. I would make the argument. The best player on the pitch today made his debut.
Oh, Marmoush.
Marmoush was brilliant. He was cooking us. Faded a bit in the second half.
I thought Gavardio was their best player to me.
Gavardio was their best player.
He was cooking.
No, he didn't do anything in the second half. He didn't do anything in the second half.
Yeah, he didn't do anything.
Marmoush or Vardy?
I don't think Marmoush did fine, but
that first half, he was cooking us. He was getting in great position, and that's what
we were playing offside trap, and he kept falling for it. I'm not giving Marmoush that.
He had that one shot that was offside. That was it. He didn't do anything.
No, it was clear we were playing them offside the whole first half.
He was causing problems for us.
He was fast. That was it. He had pace and he went past someone.
Marmoush is still in Bundesliga tax, bro.
He was still causing problems.
Vardy was their best player.
He was getting
Vardy was bullying.
Vardy
It was ridiculous. Vardy was making striker runs. It was ridiculous.
It was both of them. Like, they were both.
Vardy outplayed Marmoush on that left hand side. It wasn't even close.
On the left wing, yeah.
I didn't think was bad.
I disagree, but either way, you saw that Marmoush had an impact on their team, and that's what a new signing can have an impact on your team. And instead of making any signings, they're doing nothing until the end of the window, and the signing they're making is Garnacho. It's a disgrace. We are potentially going to go through 2 January windows where they do fuck all.
The justification from this game in my mind will probably make them go after Garnacho even more.
Do you know what?
Which is stupid because he fixes nothing.
Nail in the coffin, man. Nail in the coffin.
Over 100 of you watching. Smash the like button, please.
Do it. Why not? I need to hate you more. Just like, it's embarrassing.
Smash the like button or get
Garnacho.
Wait, definitely like. Okay. I appreciate you, Scott. At least you got
Garnacho as well. Like, why not? Like, it's already a shit show. You might as well pour more fuel on the fire. It's a joke. Like, it's a complete joke. I don't understand. It's the same problems. It's the same problems all the time. And instead of addressing it, all you're doing is buying squad players. You're swapping squad players and swapping opportunities for opportunities and swapping this potential profit for that potential profit. Like, fuck off. Yeah. Like, I remember, like, I hate comparing. Under Roman, if something went wrong, like, for example, that season happened with Mourinho What did we do the next season? We bought the best fucking midfielder in the league. Because there was a clear issue in the midfield that we had at the time, and because he was incredible. And now we've got these guys, and instead of wanting to do anything, instead of even going and buying the best young players, they're buying shit or not buying shit. Like I'm fucking fed up with these guys.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting to that point. I mean, it's harder and harder for me to say, let me wait till the end of the season. Let me wait till the end of the season. Like, I'm fighting these impulses to just react.
Well,
but it's tough, man.
So sorry, I just wanted to point out something. Our wingers do need to score more, because if Ahmed was saying Sancho had a good game, I don't believe that at all. Because I'm looking at here, he had zero take-ons again.
Maybe he was the least frustrated.
He had zero. He had 3 attempted dribbles, 0 succeeded. He won 1 out of 4 ground duels. He is possession FC. He is retaining possession FC when he was facing a center mid who's playing a right back in Nunes. That pisses me off about this guy. I'm not saying I want to keep him in the squad, but that's why. Not saying Garnacho. I hope we get to.
I think what you have to also recognize is the way it was set up. That Cucurella was obviously Cucurella because he had someone on the wide pretty problem. He wasn't as effective as he was in further up the field than he was defensively. So you saw that today. I inverted a bit. It wasn't a lot of it. Wasn't even inversion actually. They just shifted over a bit. It wasn't inverted. He just as a back four, they just shifted over tighter than actual any inversion today. That's
the first half was weird too.
Yeah,
there was moments where Chalobah was shifting into the midfield, and then like Caicedo would drop back. Like I don't know what the hell.
Even the wingers, they drop back for like Reece James. They cover for Reece James at times. They just do that.
Here's the thing: it ruins this is why I wanted Neto. I said I wanted Neto and Madueke to start this game because of the sheer pace. Because I saw from PSG. I even told this to Andrew because Sancho is a combination guy, and we could have you're telling me Neto running ragged at Nunes, and then I think it's Kusanov who was on a yellow on the 80th. Sorry, I think that's me. In the 80th, in the 6th minute, getting a yellow, and you're telling me Neto wouldn't have dragged that man to get a red by the time it's halftime or cooked them alive? That's the problem. Madueke had lots of chances. It's just that his decision making is bummy at times. Because Guardiola defensively, once again, I talked to RSM about this. Offensively, masterclass, but he only had one tackle. He only got one tackle.
Woeful defensively, bro. He is woeful.
But Guardiola only had one successful tackle at left back. If we had someone with more thought process in the right wing, because that's what I'm saying. We have spaces on the wings. He picked the wrong profile at left wing for Sancho instead of Neto, and then Madueke is just not good enough with his decision making. We could have cooked them alive.
There's one time that Madueke took a really good touch to get by his defender.
I remember the exact
and he had all the time in the world to drive into space. He was already by the man.
And he slowed down.
The touch got by. So he slowed down to try to do a stutter step. Why? Why are you bringing the defender back into play? You're already by him. Just keep running straight at goal, running a straight line to goal, and you'll cause chaos. You're already by your man. It was so infuriating. I'm like, why are you slowing down here? Why? I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
And me and Prime was there too on RSM stream. I think when Esteval comes in, he's going to be our best right winger. Off the bat. I'm telling you right now. Even though he shouldn't be.
We don't ruin him.
I disagree.
No, Scott, trust me, because he's fearless. He will take on a man, and he has and he has a right foot where he crosses the ball. It doesn't look like it's going to space. Because Madueke beat a man, and then he used his right foot, and everyone's like, "Oh, is it because he thought he was offside?" No, it's because he has a shit right foot.
Don't you think Anna, that's gonna be a bit different when he comes to the Premier League and playing for Chelsea? Like you can see it,
because his decision making's better. He's more forward thinking. His dribbling doesn't look like lanky as hell.
When it comes to Chelsea, that's gonna be.
You could say his physical. You could say his physicality, but if you're talking about decision making, it's gonna be better than Madueke because he's more both.
By the way, there is a people. I don't know if people have seen it. There's a comp of Robert Sanchez going around. It's basically a 20-second clip.
I'm ready in a bad mood.
No. It's of his time 5 years ago while on loan at Forest Green Rovers.
I've seen this. I've seen this.
He's the same fucking player that he was 5 years ago while on loan at Forest Green Rovers. And now he is the starting goalkeeper, for Chelsea Football Club. I had a look, by the way. He is now on 5 errors leading to goals. He is joint top with Muric, who was dropped. Of the goalkeepers, I think in the last 7 years, there are 6 goalkeepers, not including him, that have made 5 errors leading to goals. At least half that list got relegated.
By the way, that's an error every 4.40 games.
And by the way, that's
I believe
also
it's more
not
5 anyway,
that's also
that's
not
all.
counting. That's not counting the times that he has errors that just didn't lead to a goal, but led to a major chance.
That's right. That's right. Or goals he should have saved, like the one against
The near post.
Yep. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
bro.
like
If we include everything, he's quintuple, bro. He's
it doesn't include like the Martinelli goal, for example.
chances.
Isn't included.
Yeah, chances. Doesn't include chances given up.
It doesn't include
That's what it
chances.
doesn't
Yep.
include.
Like the Haaland goal today.
Dude, this game with guys, you need to
That's it
understand.
right there. That's it right there.
By the way, this is back-to-back games.
I want everyone that someone. I wish Warrior J probably could find it. I wish any error that's done that he could probably find a picture of a Chelsea player looking this season at
Ed,
Sanchez and something
can you?
of it.
Sorry,
I want it as a
Marshall, bring up Ed's comment for me. By the way, his Kepa's worst ever season was 3 errors leading to goals.
Yeah.
Worst ever season. Sanchez is on track to double that.
Yeah. And by the way, he's getting worse game by game. Actually, people understand this. He's getting worse game by game. Like,
and the crowd are booing him as well.
This game, guys, you understand how, like, when you are throwing
rightly
the ball
so.
with your hand, when you have
we got a
the ball in
compilation
your
of
hand,
these stairs.
Yeah, these stairs and
100%.
you're the
100%.
reason why we're losing.
I'm telling you, he's gonna.
What does
It's
Sanchez have
impossible, bro.
over this director?
I
What does he have
genuinely
over
think
it?
it's directors. They
What
want
does
to
he have
sell
over
him.
him?
They
Does he have
want
a
to flip him
picture, a
for
leaked
profit or
picture
some
of
shit.
like them doing something?
Ben Roberts.
Profit. He's like 28 years
No,
old.
Marshall. Do you
I can't TM.
you don't realize that playing this guy more is only decreasing his value.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, like who wants to buy this? Like we can.
There's no flex to be had here.
Hold on, guys. This is like, why do you put me in these situations where I have to fucking defend this? Fucking A. Okay.
Defend.
You don't have to defend. What are you talking about? You have to defend. You
No,
don't have to
no,
defend.
because it's like it's not
Defend.
true that the
No,
more
no,
you
no,
play
no,
him, the
no,
more
no,
his
no, no.
value lowers.
Marshall,
He has one of the
Marshall.
highest save percentages in the league.
Oh,
People are gonna
shut
see like,
up.
oh, he
That's
can
what-
save
no,
really
no,
well.
shut up.
I just won't have him play from the back. He can save really well.
No,
So
Marshall,
we are gonna-
Marshall, respectfully.
We
shut
bought him
up
for
about
17 million. You don't think we could sell
He's
him
a
for
goalkeeper.
2025?
No.
He's a goalkeeper.
No.
No, we can't.
Remember the stream,
Goalkeepers are
guys.
supposed to have good save percentages. Okay, I
The
don't
goalkeeper
care.
that causes goals.
Oliver, your mic's crap.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
goalkeeper who's the highest in terms of errors in the Premier League for a team that's a top 6 team. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yes.
saying.
I know.
We're speaking.
No reason
On
to defend
Sanchez.
this guy whatsoever.
Can
don't
I
care about
speak
his
now?
save percentages. No, because
You've been able to speak the whole time, dude.
No, because okay, I'll wait for
Let
everyone
Andrew
to
first. Let Andrew first.
No, just interrupt. Get in there. It's a brawl right now. There's no monochrome of
Hey yo,
organization today.
Hey yo, Marshall, get in there. Okay, hey yo.
No, shut up, CP.
There's
no force of nature or act of whatever god you believe in that can make you try and defend this guy, Marshall. I don't even know why you said that. You don't have to defend this guy.
is what I
He's
mean.
not a
And now I have to
puppy
look like
on the
an
side
idiot.
of the road getting
Maybe
kicked.
Sanchez has his
Alright?
nudes too.
He's
We
a
don't know.
multi-millionaire earning thousands of pounds a week who has cost us another game, another goal
Yep.
this season. All
I
right.
understand that.
No, but
There's
hold
no
on.
reason to
Wait,
defend
wait,
him.
guys.
There's no reason
It was
to any
wait,
advocate of any
wait.
challenge.
Can we wait? Are we not gonna? Are we not going to acknowledge? Are we not going to acknowledge that the first goal is also on Sanchez because Cucurella literally cleared out for a corner
Yes.
and Sanchez slide tackles him,
By the way,
slows the ball down and puts it into the path.
Offside goals on him.
I'm
The
putting it
offside
more on
goals
my
on
Dwight.
him.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
that was unacceptable.
No. But the thing is, like, no. Marshall, I 100% agree. It's also on Madueke. But Cucurella already saved the play. He got the
yeah, I
ball
see what
out
you're
from
saying.
under the
Yeah,
player.
I get what you're
He-
saying. Yeah.
No. If you,
I
by the
agree,
way,
I
if you
agree.
look at the ball, Cucurella poked it out with vim, bro. It was going straight into the corner. It's going straight out for a corner.
Offside
And
goal is on
Sanchez
him.
saves it.
Offside goal.
Sanchez saves it from going into a corner to direct it into the path of the opposition. That's
RSM,
2 goals today on
that's
Sanchez.
not my-
2.
RSM, that's not my issue with the first goal. I think
And
you know
the
my issue.
offside goal.
On Ahmed's stream. I said on Ahmed's stream earlier. This guy's brain is broken. For the first goal, when he should have came out, he ran the other way. And the second goal, when he should have run the other way, he ran out of goal. This guy's broken. His brain doesn't work.
Yeah.
There's
I
no
want to hear
brain,
from
man.
Prime.
Summer 2023, and we signed Sanchez. I told people how bad this guy is. I had people defending him because, ooh, he's better than Kepa, guys. Scott, you defended Sanchez. I remember you did. People saying that this guy's a good goalkeeper when he was 3rd choice at Brighton. This is what this fan base does.
I never.
You guys will. You guys will.
Prime, he didn't. I can attest. Scott said since the day when he was a 3rd choice for Brighton.
Maybe it was someone else on Lewis's thing then. I apologize, Scott. But this is what this fan base does. You guys defend mediocrity because you believe this mediocre player is better than the mediocre player we have at our club. I remember in 1920 when Lampard was our manager, when we had a shambolic defensive structure and their center backs were not only defending poorly, but they were being chopped and changed our partnership by Frank Lampard. Everyone wanted to blame everything solely on Kepa. And as bad as Kepa was that season, I kept saying that he alone is not the sole reason why our defense is bad. We need a proper structure. We need a leader in our defense, and as well as the goalkeeper. That summer in 2020, we get in Silva, we get in Anthony Barry. I think he's a defensive coach or he's a set piece coach or whatever.
Set piece.
We bring in Mendy. Our defense improves for a little bit, for like a month or so, but ultimately it still ended up being bad. We sack Lampard. We bring in Tuchel. Our defensive structure improves, and we end up having the best defense in the world for 18 months. Your structure matters. We have a solid defensive structure under Maresca. I trust our defensive structure. I may not rate all of our center backs. People know my thoughts on our center backs, but our structure actually works. Chalaba's come back on loan, and he's had 2 very, very, very good games.
Sorry, Prime? Can I just interrupt you? Sorry, because I just want to address Vastalor. Vastalor, I've tolerated you, right? I've tolerated you so much, right? And you know what? I don't actually ever do this. But you know what? You can fuck off. That's the mood I'm in right now. See you later. You're done on this channel. Go ahead, Prime.
No slander in the chat.
I don't know why you just don't block the guy. Well,
I think he.
Anyways,
I just did. Okay. I just did. He's done. No one I'm blocking.
There you go.
Okay,
I'm blocking tomorrow.
I wouldn't have even addressed blocking. But regard. Anyways, as I was saying before, Vaster interrupted me. We have a solid defensive structure. I don't rate these center backs really or highly. However, when they play, at least, Cowell, Fofana, Chalobah now, and even Tosin, when they've played for the most part in the Prem, they've looked solid. Yes, they made a few balls and mistakes here and there, but for the most part, they have looked solid. And whenever they have put in very good or brilliant defensive performances, they've not been credited with a clean sheet because of the goalkeeper that we have. I've been telling people how bad the Sanchez guy is, but because Palmer scores 4 goals and a half, and we have a high-scoring game against a Brighton or a Wolves, and we win, people want to just forget that it's happened. People want to forget that a Man United game happened. People want to forget the Arsenal game happened. People want to forget all these errors that he's had and act as if that it's not a problem. Going into this game, I said we'd lose 3-2 because having Sanchez in goal is just a guaranteed giveaway. And you also have Haaland, so they're guaranteed to capitalize on everything. People did defend Sanchez when we bought him. Don't do that, Danish. People did defend Sanchez. People gassed him out. And there are some people who still try to back Sanchez now. But as you've now seen, time after time.
Marshall, is that the guy? Is that the guy that I always argue with about Sanchez? Is that him?
JC. There's a few other
Daniel,
ones too.
There's one guy in this chat that I always argue with because he's always trying to. He's like, see, Sanchez made a bro. Casey, Casey show up. Casey show up, bro.
JC,
come outside. JC, come outside. JC,
I don't care. I let you guys all speak. Let me continue.
You're gonna get interrupted at some point, so go ahead.
I don't. Well, if Sanchez could actually keep them, he wouldn't be a problem. With Kepa, we would still be second. And it annoys me that people had so much vim for Kepa, and I'm not even saying Kepa's like a good or anything, but you know what? He has never been this bad. I remember last season when I was telling people Petrovic is a good goalkeeper. People were telling me he is no better than Sanchez. This fan base loves to defend mediocrity.
They're tapped, bro. They're tapped.
It's so annoying. Now, Maresca, I get it. You have to do the whole like defend your players publicly. I get all of that. But ultimately, I'm done with the bullshit. That's why I rate people like Jose and Conde, because at least they will call shit out. They will call Luke Shaw that. They will call shit out.
Here's the thing.
I'm not done. Sorry. Just one more thing. Alex Goldberg tweeted a few days ago that the whole Sanchez stuff is to do with the higher ups or whatever, the politics why he has to still play. He will cost us top 4.
Yes.
He already is.
And I can't even say that's necessarily just on Maresca. It's on the sporting directors. We need to make top 4 because all of the financial stuff we're going to gain from it, we need top 4. If we don't get it, the guys responsible can go.
We're cooked.
I'm done. I am so done. The guy Ben Roberts, who found Sanchez, he can go. The sporting directors that are still backing this, they can go. I am so done, and I'm so angry because now people are seeing the problem. When I've been saying this for it's over 18 months now, how bad this guy is. People can talk about Jackson, right, and all his missed chances and everything. You know what? That's fine. Strikers miss chances. They go through bad form. Whatever. That's fine. But you know what? I still expect my goalkeeper to keep me in games. This bad run we've been on would not be a bad run if we just had a goalkeeper that could make a few saves. If we still had Petrovic, we would probably still be like second or third right now in this bad run. Why can't Chelsea have a goalkeeper that can just make a few saves, keep us in game? I don't even care about your ball playing ability.
And Prime, I 100% agree. You know why? Do you know why? This is the way that I've been positioning this game in the past couple games, right? The reason we are not winning games, right, is because Jackson's not scoring. The reason we are losing games is because of Sanchez. When we are up 1-0, it is on Nico Jackson to put in the dagger, the 2-0, right? To kind of see the game away. And then we build from there. However, when we are 1-0 up, Sanchez error. Sanchez error. Now we're losing 2-1. Now we're 3-1 down. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, Sanchez is literally costing us games from winning positions. Yes. Nico is like, for me, it's Sanchez first. That's the problem that we need to deal with. Because this defense, I think, is able to maybe, on occasion, get a 1-0 victory, right? We get one goal and we're able to hold on. Sanchez makes that an impossible. It makes it impossible. You're not seeing that. Ever.
Here's the thing, though. And I want to...
every game we go into every game with the goal, like, guaranteed conceded. So which then means there's pressure now on our attack to outscore the goals that we are guaranteed to concede.
It's like the opposition have a head start.
That's not fair. And that's not fair because they're going, as we're seeing currently this past month or so, they're going to go through a rough patch. Why can't our goalkeeper just keep us in a game? Why can't we just win a game 1-0? We used to be that at Chelsea, just win a game 1-0. Get it over and done with. Why can't we do that anymore?
Okay, but that's more than just the keeper. And this is where I want to bring the discussion towards, right? Here's the thing. I going back to what Oliver said, right? That the more you play Sanchez, the more his value decreases. I don't necessarily disagree with that, but I feel like that's only half of the truth. Because the thing is, with Kepa, there's a reason why we still have Kepa. Not because it's not only because he wasn't good enough. Because let's be honest, I don't want to rewrite history and pretend like Kepa was the solution too. Like we should. I think we was still. I'm not saying that. Let me just finish what I have to say. I let you speak. I just need to say a lot of things now. With the whole Kepa scenario, I don't think Kepa would have put us in a better position right now anyways, regardless. He wasn't the solution to begin with. I don't disagree with what Prime has been saying. Kepa is now being shown to have been a better option in keeper than Sanchez, right? Sanchez is shit. He's probably the worst keeper we ever had. It's now been made clear. But at least with Kepa, the reason we're still with him is because he needed to play. You don't sell a keeper that you do not play. So eventually, Bournemouth comes around. Bournemouth have a decent defense, as we've seen this season, and they have good football, and Iriola is playing phenomenal. And now Kepa's stocks are rising. So now they're interested in buying Kepa after this season, which is great. We know what Kepa is. He's not the guy. But if we could sell him, awesome. So an error that I think now has been made by the directors, and I'm totally upset with the directors right now, is instead of sending Petrovic to Strasbourg, you should have sent Sanchez to Strasbourg. Because under this manager, there was this idea that he's going to be, not even a manager, I'm sorry, under this coach, there's this idea that we're going to give you the players and you are going to improve them, and we want you to coach them. Why couldn't Petrovic be the one that we coached? He was the one that essentially helped out Pochettino last season tremendously. Petrovic, up until maybe the last few games at the end of the season where he looked a little shaky, for the most part, he was pretty solid there, and he helped us not concede as many goals, whereas Sanchez cost us against Arsenal. There was other games as well in there, the Brighton games, so on and so forth. With this defense, listen, the defense is not phenomenal. It's only going to exploit Sanchez even more. But at least with Petrovic, you could have coached him to play from the back. You could have at least gotten what is happening at Strasbourg with him right now to be happening here at Chelsea. If you're going to be developing a striker, if you're going to be developing a defender, you're going to be developing all this, a midfielder and stuff at Chelsea, why can't we develop someone who we know is clear and has more potential in the goalkeeping position in a Petrovic than a Sanchez? So if you reverse the roles and Sanchez is over at Strasbourg and he's doing decently and he's improving, then you can sell him. Because let's be honest, for 17 million euros that we bought him for, you can easily sit here and say, like, if he has one decent season, he can be flipped. And then this goes back to the other argument we were having, right? Which is with the whole defense, and Prime brought up, why can't I rely on, our team to win the 1-0s? Well, I'm sorry to tell you, unfortunately, that stems from more than just a keeper. Defensively, we're not there either. Defensively, I don't understand this.
Yeah, but the defense is affected by the goalkeeper. The defense is affected by the goalkeeper.
It's vice versa.
Totally affected by the goalkeeper.
No.
The
keeper is not affected by the defense.
It can't be affected by the goalkeeper.
Look at Kepa Bournemouth. He's been doing better now that he has a better defense in front of him.
Yeah, but he's got.
I think it works both ways. I'm not denying what Andrew is saying.
It kind of does.
Yeah.
But Marshall, my point was, there's been games this season where our defense, our centre backs particularly, have had very good games, and they've not been rewarded with their clean sheet that they deserve.
Like Monday.
This is true. This is true. Yep.
Monday was one of them. Monday.
Yeah. We should have kept the clean sheet against Wolves.
Wolves didn't do shit. Wolves had one shot.
Yeah.
Wolves had one shot in the second half that was decent. Other than that, they didn't do shit in the first half.
Today against City, we didn't deserve to lose 3-1. A 1-1 draw, like, that's fine, and you can praise Chalobah and Colwell.
I think we deserve to.
We lost 3-1 makes it worse because of Sanchez.
EPL turf. What you said about goalkeepers affected by defense, not the other way around. I respect what you're saying. That's utter rubbish. Okay, a goalkeeper can win
think
you a
it's both
game,
ways.
even honestly.
What the shitty defense?
yeah,
We've
of
seen that so many
course, of
times.
Okay.
Are we really?
Can I want
the
to get
thing- hold on.
sorry,
Why do you
Wait,
think the Man, why do you think the Man
the thing
United
is,
defense? Why do you think the Man
look-
United defense is sometimes like
look
that? They've got good defenders, and they've fucking got
Listen,
that
look
bozo
at-
in goal and Onana.
you don't even need to go that far. What is the reason that we bought Jorgensen this summer?
To compete.
Not Capo Sanchez.
No, it was hold up. It was well known that he made a ton of saves because he was in the one of the worst, if not the worst, defensive team in the Liga. He faced more shots than anybody else, and he was putting up good numbers. So that's why we got him. His individual performance was not affected by the fact that the defense in front of him was one of the worst in the league.
Yeah, also-
turf. Hold on, CP. EPL turf. I'm someone here that don't go back to the other one, Chalaba one. I'm someone here that doesn't rate Chalaba, right?
or Levi.
And but even Colwell, when they've had good games, I've given them their due praise.
Yep.
But the thing,
Oh, here it is.
when they have good games, we don't get rewarded with the clean sheet, and that's what annoys me. Because of Sanchez, that guy in goal, that criminal.
So, yeah, and I just wanted to address another thing. Lee Enzo said Poch never lost to City, by the way.
Shit, EPL. The whole defense
fuck off.
isn't
Sorry,
shit.
sorry.
That's such a lazy thing to say. The whole defense isn't shit. And it hasn't been shit all this season. Is it a young, naive defense? Sometimes it's going to make mistakes. Yes, but it hasn't been all shit. That's utter crap, utter rubbish. Cucurella, before this run, even
As the best left back in the league.
has been absolutely brilliant. Okay,
Reece James is great.
I don't. And Cole's season has had better games this season than worse games.
I
this
just want
season.
to get this.
That's a rubbish thing to
Poch never
say.
lost to. Poch never lost to City. Poch also never won against Wolves twice.
Yeah, didn't he
And
never
wins
beat Bournemouth?
and wins are worth more
like
points than draws, by the way.
Burnley.
Lee Enzo. So we got 6
I'm not
points
doing this
compared to
Poch
2.
revisionism. I
Just
swear
because
to
we
fucking God.
just because we drew against Man City
that.
twice, it's 2 points, and winning against Wolves twice equals 6 points. So let's do math, people. What gets me further in my point progression? This little stupid nonsense of but we never under Pochettino we never lost.
I mean,
yeah,
you
we
don't
also got
even have to go
destroyed
that
by
far, but
Wolves.
we've already basically played everybody, and we're still top 6. Poch had us 11th after we played everybody, bro.
Yes, 11th and 12th.
Yep.
So
Wait,
what are
what's
we
the
doing?
class at this
This whole bullshit.
With a starting
about-
11 and injured players.
Oh,
Yeah.
Goddamn. My knee.
I
Fucking
really
hell.
hate that. That's such
No,
a.
Scott,
It's
wait,
not,
hold on.
I think
Scott,
Diego
that's
Ortiz is
wrong.
right. You're right. Was it the best defense? No. Was it the best defense? No. But it wasn't shit. Do you know what I mean? Cucurella has had an outstanding
stuff.
season this season. Probably the best left back in the league. Do you know what I mean?
I think
Right
he's
backs
the
have
best
been a
left back in the
concern,
league.
yeah. So been a concern all season. But Fofana and Colwell were just starting to do something, and then Fofana gets injured, and Colwell still had good games after that. I hate that. That's such a lazy thing to say. A goalkeeper would affect you. Do you think John Terry? I tell you why. Part of the reason they were good defenders anyway, but those defenders we had, they had a smoothest transition from Kudicini to Cech to Courtois because they were fantastic goalkeepers who gave the defense credit. If you got by them, do you know what? The defense, as fans, we didn't go, oh no, because we had those goalkeepers who would do something. Peter Cech, even when he got his head caved in, didn't do these mistakes that Sanchez did.
He never made
I
any
mean, I would
mistakes.
take Peter Cech when he got his head caved in on that pitch before Sanchez.
Bro.
This is
Yeah,
how
bro.
rubbish this guy is.
Wait,
And to speak on that, and to speak on what Andrew's saying, if you think about it, the season we won the Champions League, we had Mendy, who was performing the games of his life and saving goals, and that made confidence for our defense in Thiago Silva and Rudiger, for Rudiger to eventually become world class. It's because he had confidence with Mendy behind him and the partner beside him in Thiago Silva.
That Mendy game against Brentford away when we won 1-0, and we were rubbish that game, and he was saving everything. He even saved it with his head. He saved the shot with his head that game. This Sanchez and even Kepa will not. I've never had a season and a half like Mendy has. All right, Mendy was our last good goalkeeper. He just fell off the cliff.
Yep.
But it goes again. It goes to the sporting directors again. I don't know if Jorgensen is good, but he damn well deserves a chance now to have a run of games. Now he damn well deserves a chance. And that mistake to sell Petrovic to Strasbourg is looking even worse right now. He has a better distribution than Sanchez ever had at this club. Sanchez is
Sanchez
shit.
does to us. This is what Sanchez
And then
does.
And I'm
Lee
told
Enzo
again,
saying,
I was told in the summer, all the summer. I don't know Prime Night, so and we do it all the summer. Oh, we can get away with Sanchez this year and make top 4. Well, what are you saying now? Because we won't with him in goal.
And
What
also
are you
Lee
saying
Enzo
now?
saying front three of Felix, Mudryk, and Nkunku what might have been. We're not discounting what just because Nkunku doesn't work for us doesn't mean he's a good player and might not be good for someone else. We bash
100%.
Pulisic and he's balling out for AC Milan. He might go to Bayern and ball out for them. We're not doing this Nkunku. I get the Mudryk one,
Doesn't
but don't
work for
put Nkunku into this
How good
like
was
mess.
Giroud for
Doesn't
us?
work for the
How
system.
good was Giroud for us? How
Yep.
good was Giroud for us, but
He was
mediocre
shit
for Arsenal?
Arsenal.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
let's not do this whole like what might have been. That was 60 million when we didn't have Palmer, and Palmer and Nkunku got injured because I think he, like all of us think, he was probably the 10 position that we were gonna play. He got injured first season. We bought Palmer, and Palmer had a breakout season and took his spot.
The victim of circumstances, really.
Yeah,
if you
I can't
put it that way.
believe, and he has.
Don't he's not a 9, and then bring him on again for the number 9. That's
Yeah,
this isn't a
can't.
Maresca out.
And I want
Maresca out.
Nkunku out of the
He's a
squad, by the
rookie
way,
manager.
because he doesn't
I
fit
do
it.
too.
But I'm not gonna
Rookie
bash him
manager.
like this.
He's a rookie
Yeah,
manager, and I expect mistakes.
Yeah.
But don't tell us something and then continue to make the mistakes again.
It's
You
Poch.
don't even
It's
have to
Poch
say
all
you
over
trust
again.
Robert
Hold
Sanchez.
on.
You could have come out today and say,
Yep.
we're going to assess Robert made a mistake. We're going to assess with him, and we'll make a decision in the upcoming week, and leave it like that. You don't even have to throw him under the bus. You don't have to say we trust him, because it's bullshit. Because you did the trust thing last in the Friday conference, and look what happened.
The bombs will come and nothing will stop the Winter Surfer tirade. The shield is up and he will stand tall in his banter and in his rant.
JC, what's good, brother?
Big up
JC,
also
speak now.
to
JC, speak
big
now.
up, big up
and
to
then-
Football
go ahead.
Carnage for the raid. I appreciate it so much. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to smash up the like button. If you guys are also new to the channel, be sure to
I
subscribe.
made the
It helps us out
mistake,
tremendously.
Marshall. I made the mistake of asking for Arsenal fans a few years ago before the game where they beat us under Lampard. But bring me the sporting directors and Ben Roberts now. Bring me them now.
What are you gonna do? Execution?
Bring me them now.
I can't remember the last time he brought that thing out. It was not a good time either.
I remember that clip.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a long time since he's brought out the axe.
So
Oh my
EPL
God.
Turf saying AC Milan are 8th. What the fuck is he balling out for? He has more than 10 GNA, and in 6 games in
Marshall?
Champions League, he has 3 goals and 1 assist.
Talk to me,
He
bro.
already won a trophy at AC Milan this season by beating
talking
Inter
about?
Milan in the final. So what is he doing? He's balling out more than our wingers.
don't know why we're using league
Wait,
position
Marshall,
to make that
Marshall,
judgment. We
Marshall.
finished
Yeah,
sixth.
exactly.
Palmer
Do
was.
you know how many teams? What do you mean? Virgil van Dijk was part of Southampton, and they were 17th before he
RSM, I'm
moved.
trying, bro, but
Before he moved
I
to
got you.
Liverpool.
And if that,
So-
bring me this one.
this.
Bring me this one.
Who's
No,
that for? Who's
hold
that
up.
for?
Hold up. I just hold up. I need to send out a
That's
message.
for Sanchez?
JC?
Hold up. I need to send out a message to all.
here it is.
I need to send a message to all authorities around the world. Right. I'm talking FBI, Interpol, CIA, MI6, UN Security Council. Right. Any everything. Right. Full screen me right now. Full screen me right now.
I got you. Damn. God damn.
Mhm.
God damn.
They need
That's
to be
brilliant.
brought down. Please
And battery.
Oh damn! You added Sanchez instead of Poch. Nice.
arrest them, bro. Arrest them.
Hey, Poch is dealt with.
Yeah, Punch is gone. Sanchez is op number 1 right now, bro.
RSM, don't you have it with the song?
Oh,
What?
Don't you
I
have it
don't
with
know
the
if it's
song?
playing.
I don't think he has.
No,
a song.
it is with the song, but there's no way for me to play it and you guys to hear it.
Dragon,
Oh, okay.
I will dragon sort this bitch
Okay.
right now. I will
Why
dragon
did
sort
Power
them right
Rangers
now.
Dude, you got some damn
He
moves.
said, "I'll drag his."
Andrew, these are some damn moves, bro.
Do the song.
How many more? How many more weapons
Some
you
of the
got?
niggas
Andrew?
swords.
Andrew, you got some good merch, man. I'm seeing the axe from Endgame and everything. Yo, props to you, man.
Yo,
RSM, send
no.
that to me, yeah?
He's got the Hollywood setback.
You
there,
wanted
man.
one more, did you?
Oh, damn, let's go. I'm here. Let's go.
Bro, it's endless.
I'm gonna
He has an arsenal.
Yeah.
No pun intended on that.
Yeah, but RSM, send me that video because I'm gonna need that. But
I'm
yeah,
sending it
with
to you right now.
Sanchez,
Fantastic.
I'm sending it to you right now.
I'm.
I love it.
JC, what
Listen,
did you
I
miss?
said this a lot last season. I don't know why I stopped saying it.
JC.
Oh,
Can we hold on,
Marshall,
CP, hold on, CP.
I'm on a holy
I
word.
said this a lot last season. I want to start saying this again. Can we deport Sanchez?
Please, bro.
Can we get him deported? Because he's an illegal immigrant. In this
Brexit means Brexit, you right, guys?
I'm going to
Brexit
report him
means
to Donald
Brexit.
Trump. I'm going to report him to
Surfer,
Donald Trump.
Surfer, talk to your people, bro.
It's something to
You're
call
English.
ice, bro. It's something to call
Surfer,
ice.
Come on,
Go on,
Marshall. Come on, Marshall. Come on.
Chris,
Talk to
hold
him.
on. No, hold on, JP. Surfer,
Why are you bringing
Scott,
Trinidad?
Chris.
Why are you bringing Trinidad into this? I can't report.
Okay.
it.
Why
You don't have an
bring
English passport. You don't have an English passport.
I renounced it. It's fully Trinidadian now.
cool.
So
Okay, I'll ignore you then.
Okay.
Scott and Chris, you're both English. Talk to King, what's his name, Harry or whatever his name is, and deport Sanchez. Talk to your king.
Hey, Oliver's English too, man.
Oh, also, JC, they were asking, what do you need to defend? You know what? Because this is a stream where I said, whoever's going to defend Robert Sanchez from today onwards, I'm on the first, second, and third crusade kind of holy war. So I'm not going to beat around bushes anymore. I'm not going to be doing subtle jabs. No, JC, your bullshit of, oh, we have to use Sanchez is doing what the manager wants to do. No, today is not the day, buddy. We're gonna call your bullshit out on the
Yeah, you guys want to see something that make it worse? You guys want to see something that makes it worse?
Wait,
There's
You
no
guys want to
way.
see something that makes it worse?
There's no way you can make
How can it get worse?
What do you do, Marshall? What do you do, Marshall?
Hang on. Can you
CP.
full screen me, Marshall? Can you full screen me?
Hold on, Surfer.
Hang on.
Hold on, Surfer.
No, I've got experience. Right, take this thing off. Take that off as well.
Okay, give me 1 second.
The scoreline.
Does anyone know what this is, right?
Yes.
The eye of Agamotto. The eye.
But it's also the time stone. Also the time stone. I would go back and I wouldn't hire Ben Roberts and we wouldn't get Sanchez, right? It's gone. It's gone.
How many multiverses, Andrew? How many multiverses do we have when we get out of this, bro?
I feel like I'm in a multiverse. I feel like I'm a bad Disney Plus show right now with this Sanchez guy. I don't even know what's going on. I feel like
how many multiverses Sanchez
I feel like I'm in the Eternals right now. I just don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I do have to show you something that makes it worse, guys.
Please.
Wait, before you do,
Liam Rosenior praises Petrovic, labeled him a world-class goalkeeper. We have seen huge progress from Petro. He is world-class goalkeeper. We see it every day, and it's still paying off today.
Okay,
Bro, we sent our side chick all of our depth and our best goalkeeper, bro.
Okay, hey, JC, I don't care what wet dream you're living in. He was asked today. He is our biggest problem, and he will continue to be our biggest problem in our defense. I don't think
Maresca will protect you. Bro, hold up. I'm being so serious. If you had Robert Sanchez protect you against stormtroopers, you'd end up with 8 headshots in a row, bro. That is how bad Sanchez is.
Can I just say this?
If Sanchez was an umbrella, you would be soaking wet from the rain. Okay, that's how bad this man is. I don't care anymore of this Maresca, Sanchez, not the problem bullshit. He is ass. He's the biggest problem at this club in terms of the playing staff. He is dog shit. He is probably worse than the junior under 21 keeper, and I've seen him do howlers recently.
He's probably he is.
He is, yeah. So you saying he's not the biggest problem when he once again had 53% passing percentage and basically lost 19, basically gave a free goal to Holland, basically helped Cucurella get the deflection for them to get the first goal, and only had 3.
He undid all the hard work Cucurella did saving the goal.
Guys, who would you rather, Minday or Sanchez?
And by the way, he's the highest mistakes. He has the highest mistakes in the EPL.
He has the highest mistakes in all top 5 leagues.
Yep.
He has the highest errors leading to go in all top 5 leagues.
Somehow he's not the problem. Somehow he's not.
Sanchez and porn stars have a lot in common, and they don't keep clean sheets.
JC, don't give me laughing emojis. Answer me with words. I don't care about this laughing emoji hiding behind emoji. Answer me with words. Answer me with words.
I judge you. I judge you, Sanchez. I judge you to hell.
Is that squeaky
hell you first, bro?
Can I just say?
Caso Cerrado, bro. He's guilty. Lock him up.
Can I just say?
I understand the reference.
On Monday, on Sheik's channel, we'll be dropping the RICO case of Robert Sanchez.
Good.
No need.
Good.
I find him guilty already. He's guilty.
There's no need. He said there's no need.
No.
I'm a fair man.
Prime, shut up. Prime.
There wouldn't be errors.
Prime.
JC, what do we?
Arsam.
I have a video.
Cook him. Prime, let him cook him. Let him cook JC.
Marshall's not there, Anna. Come on.
Marshall.
Marshall's not there. Look, there's an empty chair.
Okay, look at me. You fucking fraud of a man. How dare you? How dare you say this bullshit? I cannot believe this. High line, what the fuck are you on? My hair's on Mars because I'm so frustrated. I am frustrated at looking at this man that I look like a bozo. How are you saying because of the high line?
What the
Freaking, we had so many goalkeepers. What the hell is happening? Okay.
Is that
Trinidad
Panther?
You got a mask on now.
Is that
That got me. That got me. That threw me off.
Andrew, how much does that all cost you, man?
Hey, Wakanda forever.
I know who that is. Yeah,
that's Trinidad forever.
Okay. Anyways,
That's what I'm saying, bro.
how can you say this? Highline. There's so many teams that play Highline, but their goalkeeper's not a dumb. He decides to go to the edge of the box for the third goal, so he can get lobbed at.
That
What
was
are you talking about?
I hate you.
Oh, this is what I'm talking about, bro. This is the type of.
No, but here's the
And
here's
hold
the
up,
thing,
and
right?
people
What a
want me.
reason
No,
I'm
no,
an
no,
alcoholic.
You need to. No, Marshall, you need to understand. Imagine we have this game, and then we have to have somebody come into the chat and tell us you don't understand. If Maresca sub-dunked Garnacho the game, I'm literally going to end it all. I'm going to end it all, bro. I'm going to end it all.
Bro, I almost threw up.
No, but here's the thing, right?
Smash the like button, people, please.
Hold on. Here's the thing, right? What JC's saying, if we didn't play the high line, we
No,
don't
don't
make
ban
the
him. It's
You know
content.
what? You know what? That's a fair point. But if we don't have Sanchez, we don't make those errors.
You know what's funny is we're speaking about errors.
No, hold on,
Cucurella-
hold on, RSM. Let that actually land. If we don't play the high line, we don't make those errors. If we don't have Sanchez, we don't make those errors. If we don't have Sanchez, we don't lose against Fulham.
We don't lose against City. It ends 1-1
against Arsenal.
It ends 1-1.
Like all these errors, it's just Sanchez. It's not even like the system getting beat or whatever. It's the errors of Sanchez. Like
here's the thing, though. I do one thing I need to point out that people are getting upset about, but I understand where Maresca is coming from. If the theory that I'm saying is that he's kind of being forced to play Sanchez because the directors want it and all that and this and that BS, calling out Sanchez versus what I think is a solution is Jesus fucking Christ, I just looked at my screen.
What is
Oh my
Fuck
God.
it, never mind.
No,
Star-Lord
no,
with
no,
the-
I can't
different.
Oh, fuck me. All
JC,
I was
the
saying,
reality is we have
all I was gonna
Sanchez, but we
say,
also
I
have
think the
Jorgensen
solution,
and Petrovic part of our squad.
is
No.
Jurgensen to play him in the game and then just quietly, without publicly ousting him, just get Jurgensen to start over Sanchez. Because if you do oust, if you do oust, if you do publicly oust Sanchez and you are being forced to play him, I feel like it's only gonna make it worse.
Make it worse for who? Him or us?
Sanchez.
Nobody's
Yeah,
asking to out Sanchez though.
I don't care
No,
about
because
how
some
hard it
people are
is
getting
to
pissed off because he's not saying like, "What does he see in this keeper?" And it's like, bro, he's backing him because I think he just has to.
No, he doesn't.
I get that in terms of the quotes, but listen, your actions
The quotes,
do not
yeah,
have to
it's
match
the
your
quotes.
words in that. Lampard never called out Kepa, dropped him at the first opportunity when Mendy was available. He never called out Kepa in a press conference.
I finally found the goal that we were talking about with Sanchez, the first one. Hold on, let me actually play this so we can actually go over it.
You need to see, bro. Cucurella literally saved it from being
No.
a goal.
What you need to see, RSM, what you need to see, this man, actually just play it and you'll understand what like I'm talking about. Like
this is Gundogan, right?
Yeah, it's Gundogan.
Yeah.
Not being pressed, but okay. This
And he
is
played
for
over the top of
Jurgensen.
Nunez. Watch what happens after this touch off his chest. That's what I need to.
I do want to point this out though,
moving
right?
forward.
Like we were playing a high line and Nani is keeping Nunez in position, but
What happens?
that's
what
error
happens-
one.
That's criminal,
does his
bro.
job.
That's criminal.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
Cucurella did fine what he did. Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah, that's
Cucurella
error
recovered.
one.
Yeah, he recovered really
Cucurella
well.
recovered, yeah. So that was the first error.
Okay,
The
okay.
second error is this one from
Okay, look at
Sanchez.
Cucurella.
Wait, look.
No. You passed the second error. The what I was talking about. Nunez does a touch off his chest, and while he's doing that, Sanchez is running away. Like that's what he
look at
does.
it.
Come out and
Look at
claim
it.
the ball.
Oh,
and
wow. That's actually a really
he's
good
a
point.
clown, bro. He's a
Because
clown.
there was what play was it? There was one moment where I was like, oh wow, Sanchez, you finally you did something good because he took advantage of someone's bad touch and he booted it. He like sweeper keepered it. Didn't do it here though.
No.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
because
saying.
look
Strange.
at where this
How
touch
are you-
lands.
How are you running away from it here and then trying to run and claim the ball when it's
No,
hard?
he was he was here.
No, but even then, Marshall, can you
Oh,
bring it
wow.
back to the Nunez touch? Bring it back to his touch.
Bro,
Right.
he could have gotten there.
Hold on,
Fuck.
hold on, Marshall. Play it until Nunez takes his touch.
I can't.
There.
I can't because of
Okay,
copyright,
no, but like there, right? Nunez is about to take the touch, right? Look where Sanchez is.
yeah. He's
if-
essentially
no, but,
on
like,
the line,
no,
almost
but
on the
my
line.
point is, right? If that had
By the
dropped
time Nunes
better-
gets a second touch,
no, but bring it back. Hold on, I'm
he
trying.
was right there. No, but I'm just
Marshall,
saying, like, I'm going to what your point is, Prime.
No, that's not
if-
my point. That's not my point.
Okay, no, okay. Then let me point out something. Look at where Sanchez is standing before he runs away. He's pretty much where the line is. Now, Nunes takes a touch. He doesn't get another touch.
I know what you're gonna say.
He doesn't get another touch until he could have just stayed in position. He would have sweeped it off.
Yep.
He didn't even need to move.
Marshall,
That's horrible reading of the game.
Bro,
Horrible
he
reading of
ran
it.
he ran
Marshall,
backwards
hold
to
on.
then run forward to where he was already.
Yep.
Bring it back to where Nunez.
You now see why he was third choice under Deserving.
Okay. Bring it back to where he's about to take the touch.
And second
If
under
that
Potts,
is-
bro.
Bro, let me speak. If that ball drops better, or it's a better player than Nunez, a better forward is able to just take that shot first time and score. Now, see where Sanchez is, right? Play the ball, play it forward a bit to where Nunez enters the box. Where that ball drops is where Sanchez was originally, where Nunez took
Even
that
further
bad
back than where he was, yeah.
So if Sanchez had just stayed, he would have got the ball. So his decision making of when to come off or when not to or when to come off the line is just, this guy is not a goalkeeper. You know how Scott mentioned that Jackson's never been in an academy. I wouldn't be surprised if the same applies to Sanchez.
No. He has Prime.
He
I told
failed
you
the
that
academy.
earlier. No, he's been, bro. He has played for multiple years. He was doing this shit at Forest Green Rovers 5 years ago, and is now doing the same thing 5 years later.
Bro, I don't get how
He did it for Brighton as well.
I don't get how you can be this inept as a goalkeeper and you play for one of the biggest clubs in the world. I don't understand it.
Well, that's where you have to look at the recruitment of like directors.
Okay, but no, but wait. But now,
by the
Marshall,
way-
you need to go forward because you need to look where the ball's going when Cucurella kicks it out. Look at the direction
Yeah.
before Sanchez gets to it. No, you went way too far.
You went
I
way-
just
you
want to
want
see if
to-
there's a replay from a different angle.
Wait. No, you gotta go. Okay, look. Cucurella gets to it right there. Look. Bro, it's whizzing by for a corner. Look at the speed at which Cucurella clears that ball for the corner. And Sanchez stops it directly into the path. Like, come on, bro. He's a clown.
Bro, RSM, I said this on the Sarcasm City watch along on the playback. This is Sanchez's fault. You should say, if you're coming out as a goalkeeper, you need to claim that ball. How are you getting a touch and you still fuck it up?
Let me see if I can find a different angle of it.
It's this
Bro,
whole
I'm so
movement.
annoyed. And people wanted to say it's Cucurella. Oh, Cucurella recovered.
Bro, people were trying to
Hell
cook
no, it's
Cucurella
not.
on Twitter. I'm like, what are we
Nah,
talking
he was
about?
the least of the problem.
And
That
this is my
whole issue.
point, where
Mhm.
people to protect the mid player, people will blame everyone else. And this is what will happen when we sign Garnacho. People will blame Jackson missing chances on Garnacho being ass.
I just hope that doesn't come to it. I hope we don't
No,
ever see that
no.
man in a blue shirt.
And if we sign Garnacho, I'm going.
No, listen, I already
I'm-
said as soon as we were in for Garnacho, this project or whatever you want to call it is dead, bro. It's
listen,
dead in the
sign
water.
Garnacho, I'm going to preseason at Shamrock Rovers. I'm not coming back.
I wouldn't even blame you.
Yeah, but Prime said I'm taking my talents to Shamrock Rovers this season.
Yeah, of course, bro. Of course, they need me, man.
Prime's doing the LeBron the decision, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Going
Hopefully I'll
on
be
loan,
playing football
going on
myself then.
loan,
At
going
that
on loan.
point.
Transfer window still open.
Yeah. He's doing the Viega loan, you feel me? He doesn't want to, he still sees his future with Chelsea, but he needs play time elsewhere.
I'm not,
I hear you,
I'm
man.
not being paid in my right position, man. Not much.
So let's I do want to, because I have about a half hour left, I do want to start transitioning the topic over to what we could have improved on the other side of the pitch, right? Because we know today it was an issue with Sanchez, right? But on the other side of the pitch, Palmer had a quiet game.
Yeah.
Sancho wasn't as effective. Jackson, I would say Jackson also had a quiet game as well. He didn't really have that many chances to fluff.
He was so bad.
I thought his touches and passes
He
were
was so bad.
quite bad.
And Nani, who also, I understand why Nani played, and I understand why Nani is continuing to play despite having a shit game against Wolves, because he shoots.
Oh wow!
But yeah,
Nothing summed Nani up. Nothing summed Nani up, right? Than the bit at the end where his dribbling is very good and he gets past Vardio, and then what? I don't know what that was at the end. Where it was a scoop cross. It was just to lay onto Cuckoo.
You know what? I was watching the game with my dad, right?
More than that.
How's that where you were?
I was watching
his last two goals, Marshall. Nothing sums him up like that either.
I was watching the game with my dad, right?
Which I don't think his shot wasn't even that hard.
Mm-hmm.
The open goal.
I remember. I know exactly what you're talking about because I was watching the game with my dad, and my dad literally said something. And I was like, "Oh my god, he actually did do that." My dad was like, "He's trying to curl it in from that angle."
I know.
And I'm like, "Oh my god, he actually is."
Yeah, he is.
Bro, just cross it. Just cross it or put it into the box for someone to go. Why are you trying to score from a 10-degree angle?
You can't cross a pass.
It was ridiculous.
He's dribbling. He dribbles because he can. It doesn't result in anything. His passing is poor. His dribbling is poor. Okay, and this isn't just he wasn't the worst player or something like that. But honestly,
without words.
I mean, Nani striker was goal. If Sanchez was keeper, where he does what?
He's saying like the goals he's scoring them at Sanchez. You know.
The reason why he's trying to finesse shots is because Sanchez lets them in all the time during practice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, Ederson's
the goalkeeper. He's practicing against the Sanchez.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, that's probably what gives them. That's why they get
confidence.
The overinflated sense of confidence to go for that all the time.
Yeah. See, remember when Palmer was saying, "Oh, some of the best
videos." I've clocked this. They don't even release videos of Sanchez now that they did for like Kepa and other goalkeepers. They don't release them. They don't.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, Palmer had a very quiet game. He wasn't good, and he should have. I'm so pissed that first half after we didn't go 2-0 up. I couldn't believe we didn't go 2-0 up. I couldn't believe he didn't take on the shot himself.
He's quite confident, and that's the weird thing.
Dude, why was he trying to do Make-A-Wish for Nico, bro? Just take the goal.
No, but the thing is, I don't even mind him. He should have shot, but I don't mind him doing that pass. But he then fucked the pass up.
Yeah,
it was a bad pass.
Shoot, and you fucked the pass up.
Yeah, you're right. He's quite, but the thing is,
people go, Nico should have taken it with his left, but his left's not that strong. I understand why he didn't take it with his left.
No, but even if he takes it with his
Nico's left,
he created a chance for Sancho. He created a chance for Sancho.
If you go back, and Marsh, if you're able to go back, even if he takes it with his left, he has to stretch. So he's probably putting that wide anyway.
Yeah, he's not gonna make
it. If he tries to take that with his left.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think if you hit it like it could. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I think he could have still hit it.
Because he gets contact here.
I'm not blaming Jackson like really for this. It was.
Do you guys think he should have kind of tried to Trivela it with his right into
no,
not Trivela it, but like outside the foot, just kind of.
No. He could injure himself doing that. Maybe I'm thinking.
Yeah, he would have.
By the way, that's why he does the outside the boot because he can't hit with his weak.
Yeah, that's true. When he is in
by the way, Danish Maldini, there are one-footed footballers. You know, there isn't. Everyone's not two-footed.
Like a guy named Robin.
If you're not David Beckham. David Beckham had a sweet right foot. His left was shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So let's not. Let's be serious here. There are players that are just solely one foot. You know what I mean?
enough.
can't
Like,
see it.
I can't.
You're actually a fraud,
shit
Marshall, for
either,
saying
man.
that.
Actually, I'm terrible, my life.
Welcome back, Almas.
This is what we've.
Tired,
This
bro.
is what it's
Sad
come
life.
to as well.
I'm
Now
glad
you're
you
done
survived,
washing
Almas.
dishes.
I'm glad you survived, bro. I'm glad you survived.
Bro, I just had an argument with someone right now about it's the project, it's to youth. It shouldn't be required for you to make top 4 this season.
What?
Like, what stupid logic is
What
that,
are we
big man?
talking about?
Oh, I meant to say this earlier too, because we were talking about the SDs, right? So obviously before the game, there was comments that came out about the whole idea that Maresca's saying the goal is for next season to
his
do top
comment.
4, and then the season after that. Real quick, Scott. I just want to point out something, right? And then the season after the next, so 24-25 or 25-26 top 4, 26-27 challenge for the league. If that's the case, then I'm looking at that Poch season funny, because Pochettino was saying the same thing about, oh, the managers aren't expecting top 4. So now I'm starting to think like, oh, so there was different reasons why you sacked him, not because of the whole top 4 thing. And now I'm looking at this season saying, okay, so what the fuck are we doing then? Because this team is more than good enough to make top 4.
I'll be honest, like Marshall, when you look at what he said, by the way, his comments in general today, from that thing that he said that we found out this morning to what was said after the game, is a joke. Like, his comments today have been nothing short of embarrassing, full stop.
Yeah.
Yep.
If that's the case, like, everything they're doing makes sense to their timeline. Like, the way they're building this team this season makes sense for a team that's only going for like top 6. It makes sense. Because this isn't how you build a top 4 team, really.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. But I said this on Ahmed's channel, so I won't ask the question again. I'll just tell you. If we give these sporting directors till the end of the summer 2026...
What are we, Arsenal?
So,
Fucking A, bro.
So they expect to challenge by 26-27. By the end of summer 2026, that window, they will have had 8 transfer windows to build a title-winning team. 8.
Not title winning, title challenging. The word was challenge, not win.
Yeah, title challenging. Oh, my mistake. 8 seasons. By that point, they could have spent close to 2 billion with the rate that they're going. 2 billion. 8 windows to build a title challenging, not title winning, title challenging team.
Just gonna play this song right now.
What song is that?
Chris.
Bro, my
It's
club is
gonna be a
cooked.
good song.
My club is cooked.
Chris.
On the bright side, big up David Weir for becoming a member. Bright side for me, really. That's it.
This club, man. They're killing it.
Oh my god, I forgot about this quote. The 100-point team.
Oh,
Yeah, we actually mentioned this earlier in Discord. The 100-point team. Where's those talks gone? Where's those talks gone? Ownership.
I can't remember what the actual exact quote was, but to paraphrase, they said they were building a team
try to
that's
find
going to
it.
get 100 points.
Basically, yeah, 100-point team.
No, you're wrong, guys. They said no, guys, you're wrong.
What did
They said potentially. Remember, potentially 100 point. They love the word potential. Potentially, potentially a 100 point.
The quote was that
Potentially,
they're building- I thought the quote was they're building a team to dominate for 8 to 10 years.
Oh, that was that as well. They've said like many quotes. We've had many. There was, judge us after the 4th window. We're now at the end of the 5th window nearly, and it's still shit.
I got it.
Wait.
No. I'll tell you what they're going to do.
When they said the
I'll tell you what they're
window,
going to do with the 4
they mean-
windows. Sorry, Primer. I'll tell you what they're going to do with the 4 windows. You know what they're going to do with 4 windows? They're going to only say it's 4 summer windows. I bet that comes out soon.
That's actually what I just wanted to say. They mean 4 summer windows.
They do mean 4 summer windows.
They can't have meant that.
They
The
do.
January
They-
exists, bro.
I think that's
Like,
No, they didn't, because the journalist said you need to assess them after September 1st, 2024. That was what the brief was. So it was including
we're assessing,
January.
all right. We're assessing.
With the way we're moving, 4 summer windows make sense.
to be fair, 4 summer windows lines up with the 2026-27 thing. So
Exactly.
Foley wants Chelsea to be a 100-point team once. Huh?
I cannot
I
put into
want that.
words how much I hate these sporting directors. Like I
I do,
like,
yeah.
I was in the car listening because I had to go and pick my sister up. I was listening in the car though to what RSM was saying and everything. Bro, I agree. Whatever world like power is out there, like please, Putin. And I know what you like to do to people. Please, hey, I've got 2 man for you that they've done something. They've sold secrets. They've done something. I need them to.
I was gonna say,
you need them gone.
If you have that time stone, why don't you just go back to stopping the whole war in the Eastern Front? You know, like stop that one, and then none of this happens.
Guys, it's very simple, guys. Mudrick's B sample, right? Mudrick's B sample, right? What you do is you take it and you plant some of it on these 2 sporting directors, right? And
Yes.
You've got to connect them. You've got to
Swap them out for John Jones's samples.
Yeah, exactly. Tip
Bro,
off.
I'm telling
These
you.
guys are under the influence.
God.
No, the way we're cooking, bro. I'm telling you. No, hold up. If the CIA can overthrow countries, they could get these directors sacked. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's gotta be something on them.
Now, you know what I need to happen? Remember when John Obi Mikel's dad got kidnapped and Roman said, I can get him out if you need me to. I can make the call.
Yeah, I know someone. I know a guy that knows a guy, you know?
Roman, I see what you've done for others. I need you to make that call. You owe us. You owe us. You owe
Roman, I know you're in pain watching this right now, bro. It's time.
Make the call, Roman. Just make the call. It's all we need. It's all we need.
Oh my God! I just saw the video fucking Scott was talking about. Wow.
What the one of him at Forest Green Rovers? Yeah, this one. Oh yeah, this one. Oh, run it.
TikTok video, huh?
He said, "Run it."
No.
Can you run it or no?
That's TikTok. I should be able to run it actually.
Wait
You know
for
what?
the
I'm gonna just
It's
slow it down a
still
little
football
bit.
though, Marsh. Remember, it's still football.
Wait, Scott, can you send that to me as well, please?
No, it's a vertical video. I think we'll be fine, Chris.
It's in the group chat, mate. It's in the group chat. Put it in the group chat.
Okay, thank
Right.
you.
Watch this.
I'm done. I need it for the recall. I need it for the recall.
What?
Actually, if anything, I'm gonna also slow it down a little bit more,
You know,
just so we can watch it in all its. So we can watch it in all its glory.
Damn, mate, he's committed. He committed.
Watch this touch. Mwah, chef's kiss.
Oh, that's gonna be really bad, eh?
Whoop.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Do you think he's slightly improved from that?
No.
He's
I mean, he's never done that at Chelsea.
yeah, at least he's never done that bad, eh?
you know, one
Yeah.
thing I have to say.
You know, yeah.
But this is what I'm
This
telling you
is
guys.
this is like Freddy Krueger with nightmares.
Remember, I literally told you Sanchez is going. I told you Sanchez is only gonna get worse. Somebody
He
said
fits
it's
into Chelsea
impossible
with this posture.
No, Lucas told me it's impossible for him to get worse. I said Sanchez will find a new circle of hell to drag us into, bro. I know it, bro. This video
already
only
done
proves
that.
my hypothesis further. He's gonna score a scorpion kick into our own goal. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, no, this is bad.
Oh, wait to see him against West Ham.
Oh.
No.
Oh my God. Oh, dude, the
Graham Potter's gonna have something for us.
the amount of crack that's gonna hit different if
Brian
Graham
Robert
Potter
hat-trick.
actually
Brian-
beats us.
Oh,
Ladimus gonna have a
fuck. Yeah, I
hat-trick.
forgot he's the
Ladimus
manager.
Prime is gonna have a
If
hat-trick against us.
Graham Potter beats
No,
us,
no, 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 no.
Everyone's crashing out.
Ladimus Prime is gonna have
Crash
a
out
hat-trick against us,
stream.
bro. You don't know
Who's
Prime, bro. You know what I mean?
No,
Brian Bobbery.
Bobby, listen.
Brian
Robbie.
Bobbery.
Even if he makes a mistake,
Yeah.
even if he makes a mistake, we're beating
for
West Ham.
Yeah, they're trying to sign him
West
alone.
We're beating West Ham.
Oh.
We're beating West Ham. Even
You probably
even
do
if
at
he
home.
makes a mistake.
If we don't know,
Oh, Brian Robbie.
it's a. I don't
You know,
even know what to think at that
Bloody
point.
hell, man. Where's that Garnacho news, man?
But
I
this
know
is-
the Garnacho
okay,
news is
but
loaded.
this
We don't
Sorry.
need Garnacho news.
Can
No,
you
bring
stop?
it. It's got to
No,
run.
but this is the thing, Marshall. Remember how we had you literally started the conversation, for example. You started this saying, "Can we talk about our attack?" And we came back to Sanchez. Why? Because our attack is like, bro. If we can score 1 goal a game, did you know? Shocker! You can actually win games 1-0.
Yep.
However, it is impossible to win games 1-0 when you have Robert Sanchez.
Yeah.
It's like the attack. Yeah, the attack is the fact that like we have an open gash on our leg, right? However, one of our arms is being cut off by a saw, and that is Sanchez. So we need to deal with that first.
This pisses me
Dave,
off.
can I talk about this? Because this is factually not even like some things that we say on here are our opinions, obviously. All this opinion.
Sure.
This what I'm saying. This is factually wrong. A month ago today,
It is.
on the 25th of December, we were about on Christmas Day. We were 1 day away from losing to not Fulham. Was it Everton? I think 2-1.
Everton started it all.
Yeah. So we were about to. No,
Fulham,
it was
you're right.
Fulham where we lost 2-1. Where we lost 2-1 on Boxing Day.
Yep.
Prior to that Fulham game, we were second. We were second.
Prior to Fulham, it was Everton, and then prior to that, we had beaten Brentford.
No, but I'm saying
Is there a video below?
On this day a month ago, we were second. So it's factually incorrect in saying we've improved. How can you go from second to sixth and improve? Explain that to me, Mr. Maresca, please.
Yeah, I thought there was a video.
Remember when they said this about Podge? Oh
Yeah.
no. He has a problem with English. Yeah, he does. Just doesn't know how to
fucking West Ham. We'll beat West Ham. I'm confident we'll beat West Ham.
Man. Did West Ham
even
win today?
Even if Sanchez makes a mistake,
They didn't play today, I don't think.
Like Wolves. Like Wolves. I'm confident.
Who West Ham got?
That's the thing.
We've got the FA Cup.
It's not because here's the thing. Before this game, and call me deluded, whatever. Before this game, I had a bit of confidence. I had a bit of confidence going into it that we could get a result. Yes, today, especially with Enzo being back in the team, because when you look at how they capitulated against PSG, Man City can't run anymore. They played a game 3 days ago. We were off since Monday. We had more rested legs. Yet the way we stood in that first half, where we were just kind of letting them have the ball and retaining all this pressure. Why? You have the better midfielder. You have more legs on the pitch. You have and to an extent, I don't mind that at one point in the game, Sanchez was just booting the ball up the field. To an extent, I understood it because, okay, you have a shaky Kuzanov. You're putting pressure on Kuzanov to make another mistake, and you have your attackers there to put pressure on him. I get that. And on top of it, you almost gave the ball to Haaland earlier when you tried to play it from the back and just booted up the field. I understand that, Sanchez. But I just don't understand why tactically we didn't just run Man City ragged like everyone else was. Other teams were capable of doing it. Other teams have been doing it. This is a PSG team, by the way, which Ahmed will attest to. Almost everyone here will attest to. This is one of the worst PSG sides we've seen in a long time. Yet they were able to turn, in 30 minutes, they were able to turn a 2-0 deficit to a 4-2 win. But we can't do that with the younger squad, with a more energized squad. And that's what freaking pisses me the fuck off about this result. Not in so much that we lost. I mean, listen, it's still Man City, right? Like, you could potentially lose to Man City. But look at how we lost. All 3 goals that we conceded from stupid errors. Stupid errors. 2 of them from the goalkeeper that we've been complaining about all season long.
Don't worry, lads, he's improving.
That's my goalkeeper.
No, my goalkeeper's on my Avi because he's actually good and he's 23.
That's actually, that's the actual goalkeeper that.
But we have directors that said, you know what, send them off. We want a coach that's going to improve the players. But Petrovic is just the exception to the rule.
No, I'll be honest.
Let's send him off.
The goalkeeper thing isn't just on the directors as well. It's Maresca as well because he had a say in that as well.
Does he though? Because the more into the window we go, the more into the season we go, the less and less I'm starting to think Maresca has a say in anything.
No. I'm talking on the Petrovic thing. I'm talking on the Petrovic thing. He had a say in that as well. That's part of the reason why it came out that we were trying to move Petrovic on is that he didn't fit the system in terms of he wasn't a ball playing goalkeeper.
But Sanchez did.
According to the manager, this is where it comes back to. Maresca has to hold some smoke for this. I think with the Sanchez thing is slightly different, where it's like I think some of it is politicking behind the scenes, but I think the reason Petrovic was moved on, even though he's loaned, is because of the whole couldn't play with the ball at his feet nonsense, which he now can because he's under a manager that's helping him improve.
But here's the thing,
Maresca has to hold smoke for that as well.
I think Maresca does have to hold smoke, in general, with how he set up tactically today and all that. But I don't know, Scott. Where my mind's been going in recent days is that the more and more I deep it, the more games we lose, the more decisions that are being made on the pitch and off the pitch and with the recruitment. The more I'm thinking that this whole idea that we're praising up Maresca for ousting Sterling because Sterling wasn't good enough. I'm starting to think more and more that was more the directors. Has nothing to do with Maresca, and Maresca was just playing it up.
Well, I said this when it happened though. Like Maresca getting rid of Sterling, that can only happen if the directors allow it.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
and that also puts me back into the thing of like
Marshall. Do you know what I
with
think
Sanchez now? It's probably the directors.
Marshall, do you know what I think it is? I think it's a little bit of both in terms of what I think it's both. I think what they're doing is they're saying to Maresca, is this person a key player in your plans? If he's not and he's on high wages, they'll move him on. Like a Carney. I think Carney isn't that high in his plans. Not to say he never wanted him, but I think he's not high in his plans. And because he's on 100k a week, they're like, cool, we'll move him on then because he's on 100k a week, and we want a penny pinch and get all the money back and everything. And it's the same with Sterling, and it's the same with others. It's like, if this is a guy that's not going to be like a number one nailed on, like he's a starter or a key squad player, even squad player, if he's not a nailed on starter and he's on big wages, you're getting moved on. I think that's the way to go about it. Because that's all these guys like. They are treating this like a business, and I kind of don't blame them in terms of the directors because they're not football men; they're businessmen. Like that's what they're going to do. The problem then is the guys they're meant to be relying on to be the football men, to be the quote unquote geniuses, are fucking morons.
Sorry, are you finished, Scott?
Yeah, I'm finished.
Okay, sorry. Our squad planning. Oh, I just saw. Never mind. Our squad planning has been quite poor. The players we've signed, there's been talent in them, yes, I agree. Mm-hmm. But in terms of being able to assemble an actual cohesive squad, it doesn't make sense to go from Potter to Pochettino to Maresca. In terms of philosophies, styles of play, that does not make sense to me at all. That's how you end up having certain players that suit one manager but don't suit another. Malo Gusto, everyone knows he's my guy. I rate the guy highly. Exactly. But he does not fit a Maresca system at all.
100%.
So why would you go from Poch, where he excelled as a high-flying fullback, to now having to invert or play as a false 10 and he can't do it at all? That doesn't make sense to me.
Prime, to be
Carney last season, if he had stayed fit, to be fair, Carney Chiomeka probably would have done well under Poch. But now, he doesn't suit Maresca. So that's a pointless signing. We've signed so many players who are good, who are quality,
like people.
But because they don't suit this manager, it doesn't work. And that's not me blaming anything on Maresca. That's on the sporting directors. The squad planning has been poor. So that's why, for me, even if we don't get top 4, you've got to at least keep the manager so you can have some sort of continuity in the type of squad you want to actually build. You need to build a proper squad first, and we've not done that. They've been here two years. Have they been here 2 years now? 3 years now?
3 years.
This is their third year.
Sorry, this will be the end of their second year. Yeah, this is their second.
Yeah, okay. But we still haven't been able to build an actual squad. That's embarrassing. We don't have a goalkeeper. We only have one striker. That's if you include Jackson as a striker. We only have 3 actual starting midfielders. We bought Dewsbury Hall to be flipped when we should have bought Hermansen from Leicester. We have Santos, who's out on loan balling, which, to be fair, Santos probably needed that loan, but we didn't need to loan out Leslie Oguchukwu because Lavia, who's our defensive midfielder, cannot stay fit. We don't have a backup left back for Correa. Our centre backs are you tried to rely on Fofana, he got injured. You spent half of this window trying to bring back Guehi. That failed, so that's why you loaned back Chalobah. If the plan was to loan back Chalobah, you would have done that the first day of the window, but that was never the plan. The plan was to get back Guehi, and that didn't work. Everything is just. I don't like, and I've tried defending all of this from the beginning and saying that listen, I hear the criticism, but I need to give it some sort of time. I need to give it some sort of years. We're 3 years in now. I need to start seeing some fruits of your labor. I'm not seeing anything. Or I'm not saying anything, but just like some things I'm seeing, I'm not liking at all. Like, it's sorry. Go ahead, bro.
Prime, going back to what you said about like the three different managers, like they're not all linking. To be fair, I'm not surprised. Go and look at the way they like scout players. I think I've said this on a different stream. We have been linked with 4 different left wingers this window. Tell, Bino Gittins, Garnacho, and Adeyemi. The fuck do all of those guys have in common? Like none of them have anything in common.
They're young with potential.
I was going to say, apart from them being
young with potential.
Apart from them being young, they're young wingers who have potential and are meant to be a goal-scoring archetype. But none of them play the same way. None of them fit the same system. So how are you looking at all 4? None of them fit the same fucking system. That makes no sense. So it doesn't surprise me they looked at different managers that didn't really have the same system. Because they probably just saw, I think JC mentioned it earlier, they probably all just saw that they end up playing a sort of 3-2-5 formation in attack, didn't really look at how they actually play them, who plays where and whatever, and just thought, yeah, that looks good.
Scott, I think it was Surfer.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah, I think Surfer said to me at the very least that these guys are probably looking at Football Manager, right? And then they're looking at,
No, but they're not. Do you know how I know? Do you know how I know they're not? Because if they were looking at Football Manager, the thing is, the Football Manager thing of like would work. Because if they were looking at Football Manager, we'd have Svir Nipan, we'd have that Coyote kid who just went to Brentford, we'd have other guys. They're not looking at FM. They're not looking at Football Manager. They're not signing the best young players that are on Football Manager.
What's funny though, right? You know how we were trying to get Amarim? Amarim would actually suit the squad.
No, but he would.
This midfield will get cooked.
Hold on. But he would suit a lot more than Maresca though. Gusto would play as a wing back. Kukurea could play wing back. Could play Madueke as a right wing back and would work. You would be able to play Palmer in the pocket as one of the 10s, and Cuckoo in the pocket as one of the 10s. You could play Jackson up top or in the pocket as one of the 10s.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Saying the manager, this manager will suit this squad better. We shouldn't be doing this, man. We shouldn't be doing this.
Smash the like people.
We weren't saying this when we were on a run.
I'm making the point of their squad building has been poor. This is not me going against Maresca. So I rate the guy. I'm just making the point of in the summer, and to be fair, they should be doing this now. But in the summer, start getting players that actually suits the manager and suits what he's trying to do.
Yeah, they should.
Or obviously they should be fired, but I don't think they're gonna go.
No, unfortunately not.
This is when Todd Bowley should do a hostile takeover then.
Yeah, bring back Bowley.
Bowley's not in charge.
Bring back Bowley, eh?
Yeah, bring back Bowley.
Where's Bowley?
That's the part that kind of confuses me though, is that if we fail, it's so confusing. If we fail to get top 4 again, surely it hurts the finances of the club. Because one, we jeopardize that whole Riyadh Air and what was the other sponsorship we were linked with?
Qatar Airways.
Qatar Airways, Riyadh Air. Surely it because guys, I want to point out we still don't have a sponsorship. We haven't had a sponsor for the rest of the season. I think we're gonna have the rest of the season without a sponsor. Surely that's hurting the pockets of the owners.
I'm not mistaken, they've come out and said it themselves.
Don't tell women's teams themselves, though. Let's be honest.
They've literally come out and said it themselves that they know that no top 4 or no European football, like in terms of UCL, it's gonna hurt their pockets, bro. If you hear like a lot of these guys.
So, but that's what I'm getting at, right? Like, if we don't make UCL football, I don't think Europa League is going to be enough. And then at that point, how did the director stay? Because if Maresca stays, I understand, right? You gave him a 5-year contract. He's not necessarily been as bad as Pochettino in the sense of like there is a system there. The players are playing towards something, and now you have something towards which you can build off of. But you are now asking the landscapers to no, actually, let me say that. Let me rephrase that. Now you are asking, painters to build you a home. Like, these motherfuckers aren't experts in building this club. They haven't given you the sources
to build you an Empire State Building type. That's what's happening right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
A blind trash collector to build to build a solid gold house.
Don't do
you know
this.
What I mean, this is what's happening right now. You know, what are we doing here? Fucking hell. You know.
It's a mess right now. It's absolutely a mess right now. And like, no matter how you twist it and turn it and squint, it's hard to be of the mindset. And I'm someone of like, listen, I'm going to assess this at the end of the season. But in the way we're going, in the direction we're heading in, with the people we're being linked to, not even necessarily, I'd rather, honestly, I'd rather be linked to no one and go to the rest of the window with what we have, with just the links for a recall, than to have the links that we have right now.
Agreed.
I think I'd be happier then, and I would have more hope, quote unquote, about where we're going in the future of this club and the recruitment than what's going on right now. But right now, with how things are going, and we don't know if it's going to happen yet. It hasn't happened yet, so I'm still holding on to that. But if we do end up getting like a Garnacho, for example, if we do end up not getting a proper striker, then what the fuck are we building towards? I don't think we're building towards anything good. Genuinely, I don't.
This is what I mean. It's like they'll come out. They'll throw Maresca under the bus. They'll say, "Oh, how come you couldn't? You had that run for half the season. Why couldn't you replicate it or go on and do that? You know, why can't they'll throw Maresca under the bus? Maresca, you know, I understand. Listen, everyone's going, "Oh, he's a yes man." I don't know. Yes men exist in all walks of life. Okay, but remember, he's only in his second full year of management. What do you expect him to react to? Do you know what I mean? And stuff like that. You know, when it comes to his bosses and everything like that. But even if you're right, a perfect window for me right now would be recall Ugo Chukwu and replace Sanchez in goal with Jorgensen, and then we move and try and build from there and restart again. That's what we just need to do. I know we're not buying a goalkeeper in the summer. I know we're not buying a striker in the window. We're not going to buy a midfielder or anything like that. We're probably not even, you know, I think we're holding out hope from, I don't think we're even going for Garnacho, because how many days have we heard we're preparing a bid for Garnacho?
Yeah,
Nothing's
going on.
There's been no David Ornstein. There's been no David Ornstein bomber about this since last Friday. There's been no tweet from David Ornstein about this deal since last Friday when we linked to Garnacho, Gittins, and Tell. I believe, I think the rest of the guys here believe, they are waiting to see this Mateus Tell. That's the one they're waiting for, because again, he got no minutes today. Again, from Bayern, because Bayern are trying to freeze him out so that we sell them in Cuckoo and we buy Tell off them. That's what they're waiting for right now.
I'm waiting to crash it on Ahmed when he comes.
Even there's no movement on Adeyemi as well. Nothing today on Adeyemi going to Napoli at all. That's what it is.
Nothing on Gittins either.
But again, you get Mateus telling. That doesn't solve anything. It gives you another option. Sure, gives you another option, maybe to play up front or on the wing, no problem. But it doesn't solve the fact that, Mateus Tell might score me the odd goal, but if we stick with Sanchez and go, oh, by the way, that Telegraph thing in the private chat, I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe that when I see it. All right.
Yep.
Yeah. I believe it when I see it. I tell you right now, at West Ham, I never ever said this before in my life, right? If he is on that pitch, right, you pussy old home fans who go there, who complain about everything but don't do anything, right? When you go there, you don't boo him. We don't boo our own players. Bullshit. You booed Hazard, Costa, and Fabregas after Mourinho was fired the second time. So you can shut the fuck up. Yeah, you can shut up. Yeah. And you booed Neto. Parts of you booed Neto. Said yay when he got subbed against Wolves the other night.
They booed
so don't give me support all the players. Yeah, right.
But why you not even
could be.
I know your place, bro. You know
what do you want me to say? I've already said my piece.
You don't boo Sanchez.
I did it again, I think.
You don't boo Sanchez. Even before his name calls out. If you don't boo him when you see him on that pitch to train, then you are the scum of the earth. All right.
Man,
We're
you
playing
are
West Ham
enabler.
at home.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, they can
Alright,
boo.
enabler.
They can
Final-
boo.
Final thoughts, because I do have to end stream.
The British
All
nation's
I'll
gonna have
say
to go
is
to
this.
West Ham, bro.
Oh,
If I see
we
Sanchez
think-
there, I'll boo. I'll boo.
we
you
think
know.
Do it,
Sanchez
do it.
is
Boo for me.
All I'll
Boo
say
for
is-
both of
Record
us,
yourself.
bro. I'll boo vicariously through you.
Thank you.
All I'll
What
say
can
is
they
this:
lose?
we think Sanchez is bad now. If we boo him when he has the
He'll
ball,
get worse.
oh my god.
Fuck it.
He got booed today. Actually, he got booed
By
today.
By the way, hold on.
I
By the way, I
did
hope you guys
that.
know. Wait, we're playing Brighton back-to-back games. By the way, I hope you know away.
Yeah.
I hope you guys know that.
Yeah,
So,
bro,
yeah.
This
RSM
brother might be getting booed by everyone. 2 games
Yeah.
in a row if he plays, and he gets rattled easy.
No, the fans were completely overpowered at the Etihad today. The Etihad was roaring with City fans. I'll be honest with you.
The
when
Chelsea
we're
fans
talking
were
about the
booing
fans.
Sanchez though today.
So,
Yeah,
They were.
All right, Marshall,
but
want to start going to the games then for me?
I wish I could. You have a privilege that I wish I had, but hey, it is what it is.
He's
Hey, you're
international.
not proper Chelsea, man. Not proper Chelsea.
Not proper
Not proper
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Tomorrow we'll be back to talk about the transfer news and all that fun stuff. I'm hoping only good things. I'm really hoping only good things, but I am slowly but surely
I'm
losing
watching
faith in the
NFL
sporting
playoffs.
directors. That's not a bad show. Yeah, that's not a bad show.
Yeah, tomorrow, man. Tomorrow, I'm just gonna be playing FIFA. How about that?
Yeah.
Come on,
I'll
Bills.
score
But
goals.
ladies and
Come on,
gents, I
Bills.
will say there have been over 100 of you. You guys have been doing a phenomenal job of smashing that like
Bills
button. I do
Nation.
appreciate it. We can do better.
Bills Mafia.
We're only at 60 likes, so do smash up the like button a little bit more. Let's see if we can get to 75 before I actually close out the stream. I have to go, unfortunately, over to Don Hussam. And not unfortunately because I have to go
Good luck.
there. It's unfortunately
Marshall,
because
you
I'm
won't,
going there
you
with a
won't be
loss.
going alone, Marshall. You won't be going alone.
You going with me?
You got backup.
I'm on that stream as well. Yeah.
Let's
All right.
I
go.
wouldn't say
Cool.
backup. I just
Surfer.
say he's not going alone. I wouldn't say backup. I just say he's not going.
Marshall, listen, when Marshall starts
Fuck
defending,
Marshall, eh?
when he start defending the SDs, Marshall, don't worry, man.
It's a rough one. It's going to be a rough one. But luckily, I'll have Surfer there with me when we're up against the wall and we're looking at the brick wall before they start
Yeah, let you
shooting.
die.
Let's get
gonna
surface
be
to the
rough.
talking, man. That's what I do, man. I just get surface to the talking.
It's going to be rough.
That's it, man.
But ladies and gents, smash up the like button. We're gonna redirect you over to This Is Football or Don Hussam. I think he changed the channel name to Don Hussam. So head on over there,
This Is Football now?
see the conversation we're gonna have. Let them know where you're coming from by copying and pasting that message. We'll see you there shortly. We'll be back again tomorrow for a Casually Chelsea show. As always, check out the memberships, all that fun stuff. I need to shout out members at the beginning of next show. So my bad about that. I'll get that for you guys. But big up to everyone. Smash the like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Check out the links in the description below. And we'll see you tomorrow for another Casually Chelsea show. Peace out. Have a good night. Stay casual. Peace.
Tuchel out.